Eating that shit no more. Oh man, we got panda. Nah, panda más de pedos.
Oh,
Life.
have you
We
tried
got-
the panda burrito?
No, I haven't.
There's some locations that
what?
do. Some panda locations. No, don't knock it till you try it. Fire. They give you like a
Yeah.
chow mein, or orange chicken, and they wrap it up in a burrito
Oh
or
damn.
whatever you want.
Wait, what
Fire.
kind of like an actual tortilla burrito? A tortilla burrito?
Yeah,
All right.
you could do
Huh?
that, or like a thin egg roll type of
What up
tortilla.
for egg rolls?
Yeah, that's just fire.
Somebody tweet out that we live.
I got you. Estamos en vivo. Sube el mic, Mike. ¿Qué pasó? Jakey.
Okay, I missed these goals.
Oh, you didn't see none?
So it was 2 penalties.
Nah, one. And then let me post that we're live.
Oh yeah, I seen that one. The effort to Chicha, the lucky Grandier pass.
I mean, that's fine. But, same thing. Lucky ass header.
Hell yeah.
Todo para en pija, dog.
Can
To
you
me,
feel?
I'm on the boat that only one player is dope, bro.
What up,
That's
Lucas?
it.
Yo, why you coming in
If you
so
say
hot, dog?
If you say Grandier, don't say some dumb shit, dog.
Yeah, of course. It's Sam Grants here, dog. Definitely. Yeah, of course. Definitely. Hell no, dog. There's only one big ball motherfucker up in this bitch now.
So, boys, hey, you guys saw the race this weekend?
Yes,
Yeah.
Please
sir.
tell me somebody saw the race this weekend.
Yes,
Best
sir.
race
No.
Best race of the fucking year.
Yeah, best race of
Oh,
the fucking
what
year, bro.
the fuck? That shit was wild, dog. That shit was a wild ass race. I was all about that shit.
Yeah, that show was dope. About time.
Fucking Checo got lucky, pussy.
Dog, I mean,
He
like,
he needed the tire change. But I think that's what keeps him in like contention, bro. His tire
luck?
management is ridiculous.
Dog, my man was 23 seconds behind third place. If it weren't for that, that yellow flag, he would have stayed in fourth.
man, it
Tire
was just a good
management,
race,
bro.
bro.
It was a great
What
race.
up, Adrian? What up, Joker? Joker says, "Yo, can we admit the MLS
Hey.
wants LAFC to win this year's MLS Cup? No, they've been hard on them since
They've been harder
jumped
since they started.
Yeah. Eduardo Campos says, "I'm only here for George." Eduardo Campos says, "Don't tell Angel." Anybody know Eduardo Campos?
Yeah.
Eddie.
Eddie, bro.
Who's that?
I'm not familiar with the name though.
Who is that?
Hey, that fool said he wants to do another hot sauce challenge, boys.
Oh, fuck. That sucked, bro. I don't
I'm
know.
getting older. My stomach is not the same. And I don't know, y'all.
I'm still down. Dog, you eat the spicy pork. You solid.
Dog, spicy pork compared to this,
Yeah,
Spicy
well, I mean,
pork,
yeah,
bro.
but it's
this level.
Yeah,
a lot of
spicy
chile,
pork,
bro.
yeah, boy. And anybody in the K-Town area, spicy pork from Olympic Burger? Sheesh.
Oof.
That's
Fire.
That's business. That's the
You're
business.
fire. You are.
That's a throwback. That's
Yeah.
a throwback.
Chat.
Somebody read what
What they
fucking Lucas said.
Lucas, I missed the smoke alarm beeping.
Damn.
That's a throwback. That's a fucking throwback.
Dang, that is.
That's
Hey,
like
shout
three
out.
fucking.
What,
Shout out,
That's like
Eddie.
three.
Shout
What-
out, Lucas.
what are some old shit that we used to do that we don't do anymore? Oh, straight from the fans. That's one. We don't do that no more.
We used to go weekly. We used to be on point every week.
Yeah, that's true. We used to
We
be on
We used
Monday
to have
nights.
structure. We used to have structure.
Monday nights.
Yeah,
You know
Yeah.
what stayed consistent?
We used to have hope.
No, you know what stayed consistent?
What?
The Galaxy being ass, bro.
Oh, remember the time they started blasting on my alley?
Oh yeah, the shots in your alley.
Yeah, like some, and it was a fucking machine. No, machine. What was it? I forget, what was that shit? I forgot. It was some stupid shit. We're like,
Crazy.
I don't know, but I remember we looked up the report on, and it was like some crazy ass gun. Oh, like, oh shit.
Oh
wonder
no!
it's just
Didn't we
something
see the
crazy.
shit on Citizens app? Didn't we
Yeah.
get the alert like right
Was
afterwards,
it?
some shit like that?
Right.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
like
so.
right away. No, and then I found somebody posted linked the actual news link, huh? Yeah, because
Man.
it was some crazy ass cuete, dog. It wasn't even like a little cuete. It was some crazy cuete.
I wish say we came a long way, but I can't say that we haven't. I can't say that
No,
we
we
haven't.
haven't, man. No, we
I
haven't.
can't
It's
say we
okay.
have.
Hey,
We're
at least we're consistent. At least we're
We're good.
consistent.
Yeah.
On the bullshit.
Mhm.
On the bullshit. Angel, you work tomorrow?
No, I do not.
You going to game tomorrow?
I am not going to the game. I was not able to get tickets.
Damn, the big angel.
Yeah, yeah. Jesse can't do his job right.
Vaya mierda.
No, hey, again, I was saying this shit. I was saying this to anybody who listens to me on the 4th. I'll say it here too, though. Like, I understand frustration, though, but make sure that FO's here in the frustration. Don't. That's not necessarily on ACB, man. I'm
No,
not.
I'm just giving Jesse a
not
hard
one.
time. No.
You know, I don't know the details, so I can't talk about. You know, I don't want to talk about it without knowing everything. But it sounds like surprise. The FO dropped the ball
Yeah,
with the shit.
yeah,
So,
of course. But no, Eli initially had a tournament this weekend, and it was gonna be, I think, in San Diego or Oceanside,
Mm.
and they got
Oh, that was the
postponed or
Oceanside
they
one?
canceled. No, that's we had two.
Ah.
Two are gonna be down there. Yeah, the other one's still going on, but the other one got canceled, so that's what we didn't going through. We're gonna drive out tomorrow.
Hey, Emmanuel Hernandez, a good IPA beer. Rudy, shoot him up. I know you got him. Lucas said Smog City IPA, which is fire. Pizza Port IPA, top notch as well.
Mis Huevos IPA.
yo, I just had an Absolution one that had like a GTA label on it. Fuck, I was trying to remember the name of it, but that
I
one was
need to
really
hit
good.
Absolution up, but man, I need to hit it up. I see a lot of good tasting beers that you guys post up.
Yeah, I'm also a sucker for free beer. Free beer tastes better. So when I get free beers, you know what I mean, like that tastes better. And that one, like I got it hooked up
Don't want anything either.
from the tailgate,
You don't want anything either.
and their shit is fire. So free beer is fire. I forgot the name of it, but I'm pretty sure somebody knows what it is. The GTA label for Absolution. That was on
Smog City IPA.
I'm a sucker for
The
any
Stone-
hazy too.
Hey, the El Segundo Stone Cold IPA. You can't go wrong
What
with
was
that
it?
one.
Broken
too.
Skulls?
Broken Skulls.
Yep.
Their American lager. If you guys like something smooth, it's a nice in between an IPA and a light lager. That's a really good one too.
I ain't really been drinking that, so I ain't the one to give recommendations.
Either I haven't drank in a while.
You want to know about it?
I did. Don't mix wine.
Oh
with beer.
yeah. What you sipping on, dog?
You're gonna be payaso,
No,
baby.
I have no idea. dog. I just knew I got a headache like within the hour of drinking. And I was
Well,
like,
you're on some wine shit, right? Like you'll be
I was drinking
sophisticated
wine,
drinking wine.
but then I wanted a Modelo, so I
Oh!
just like, well, let me take a sip of this wine, and then let me switch back to the Modelo, and then let me switch back to the wine, and
Oh yeah, that was the
Yeah,
that was the move. Huh?
that was the move. But I have a feeling because I wasn't caffeinated, so I had a coffee a little bit right after. I woke up fine. So I think it was just a lack of caffeine that
Like
day.
coffee.
Yeah,
I fucking
I still have a wine bottle. If you guys, the one I was drinking, I have a whole last wine bottle right there.
I'm
Cook with it,
gonna
baby.
I'm gonna be 100 with you, dog. I don't know how to drink wine. I don't enjoy that shit. I don't.
I'll tell you this much:
I
I like
understand
wine
taste
more
of it.
than IPA. I can't drink
Word.
IPA. I could drink
Oh,
wine.
same.
See, I like the
100%.
taste. I like the taste of IPAs. I
Fuck
can't
no.
fuck with like wine. Like wine is just, I don't know, it's just dry. Like how you
We still
drink
gotta-
something and like have like a dry, be dry with. Like,
I still
don't
got to
know,
take you to Wilson Creek. I gotta trust me. Once you get out of Wilson Creek, you'll find your wine.
Hey,
You're
Loki,
dry.
it's because that fool
Yeah.
Jeremy Loki a hater though. He's giving you wine to cook with to drink. instead
Nah.
of-
Like this is on
Drinking
me and
wine,
Anna shit. Me and Anna shit thinking we should be a little more sophisticated and having some wine.
I don't
Yeah.
like wine.
And I like sparkling wine, and I can't do sweet wine like that either. I don't like sweet drinks like that. Right?
Yeah,
I
sweet
want
wines
like I
too.
want a bitter wine that I enjoy. I haven't found that. I just kind of
Yeah, I can't drink bitter wine. Give me all that fruity shit. I'm
Yeah,
with it,
same.
bro.
Stella
I'll
Masa.
drink
Hell
it.
yeah, that's your new name,
Oh,
baby.
for Friendsgiving at
Stella
Angels,
Masa.
I think I finished 2 bottles by
Yeah,
myself.
he did.
The first time I was I drank
Dog,
wine.
Stella's a hangover itself. It's so sweet and
Bro, I'm
alcohol.
telling you,
What do you
I
expect?
blinked and when I blinked and then I opened my eyes, I was drunk. I felt fine the whole time, and I literally just closed my eyes real quick, and I
Damn.
was like, "Oh shit!"
Hey, Joker John
Bro,
Robert says.
yeah, I'm about to
Go
read the same
ahead.
one.
Go ahead. You can
Go
read
for
it. You can read it.
Joker
Nah, go
John
ahead, go
Roberts
ahead.
says, "Them Oscar 4 locals feel like you're on cocaine after the 4th one." My man, you had 4 locals on the most
I was
ones.
about to say.
You on
I
some
don't
shit,
think
dog.
I don't think I passed the second one though. After the second
Yeah,
one, I was
I
like,
think
I
one
was
and a
good.
half was my limit for Four Locos.
Like, he said
never-
one and
four?
a half.
I never
said-
drank one.
Damn. He said no. He said
Try one.
after the 4th one. That means
Yeah,
he got
after
to a
the 4th
5th one. Oh,
Stop.
I like Sykes' comment. The 4? You good, dog?
Yo,
No, I never tried
Hey,
a Four Loco.
I
Dog.
respect you, my man. You're a whole different level, dog.
Yeah, he took the 4 very seriously, huh?
Oh,
Hey, Masa,
shit.
I got you.
Nah,
Sykes'
I'm
last
straight.
comment. I was saying,
I
New
would
York
not drink a
flashbacks.
Four Loco. Just like
And do you know? Oh, sorry.
Just
bro.
try
I
it
was-
once.
Nah, I was mad because Gio gave me a buzz ball. That shit is trash. I don't know how motherfuckers
Ugh.
drink that shit. Angel
that
gave me
like
one
the-
too
that's
right
sweet
before
shit,
Nicky
man.
Jam. Oh, that shit is gross.
Bro,
Y'all drink buzz balls?
I had the margarita one's trash, bro. That shit sucks.
This
dog.
fool gave me
Buzz ball in
one right before
general.
we went to go see Nicky Jam.
Yeah,
dog.
I
was
gave
like,
him the one.
don't ever give me
Yeah,
this shit.
I
ever
gave him the
again."
one
Y'all
that I
couldn't
didn't
have
want to
like
drink.
a little shot or something?
Well, I
Nah,
gave him the one I
I-
want to drink on purpose. I didn't like it. The other ones are good though. I don't
Buzz
like.
balls though?
You ended
Yeah,
up
but-
drinking it, bitch.
I mean,
Yeah,
Dennis
because
is right,
I wanted to
though.
have a buzz, bro. Like I'm trying to get a buzz before I go watch Nicky Jam. So
So you had to get some balls. Oh, there it is. Fuck yeah. We'll be right back.
Thought we
Yeah,
had
it's a
it.
good thing.
We were
It
gonna
ha-
go
it happened.
Never
perfect.
failed.
Look,
Never
it's
failed.
fine.
At least it
It's
happened
fine.
Rudy.
It's
before we
fine.
went live.
It happened.
What's up
Yep,
with
it
it?
happened before we left.
What's up with it?
It's Discord. Discord be on some shit.
Really?
Yeah, it's Discord restarts for some fucking odd reason. Only on this call too, because I get another calls. I get we get on voice chat and
is there any way that we can scrap it on just like start a new one, like fresh? Maybe it's some sort of bug back and shit.
No.
I don't know.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
don't
I'm
know how
pretty
it
sure.
works.
After this, we're
I'm pretty
good,
sure
though.
is the app in my computer, and something
Oh,
about having OBS, Discord, and like my browser open. Maybe I don't know. It's something it doesn't like, and it bugs out.
Just a mixture of all that.
Switch to PC, bro.
Yeah. My PC is amazing. My PC is amazing. I love this baby. But that's the story for this time. Yeah. See, I can't. Anna gives me like different type of wines, but they're all mad sweet, so I don't fuck with that. I don't like that. I don't like sweet drinks. That shit gives me like. No.
I gotta put the Dodgers on too. I gotta put them next to you, so pretend like I'm looking.
Hey,
at you.
can you chill? Can you chill? Lucas on fire today, dog. But he's telling me out there. Not showing up.
Not
I'm
sh-
managing this episode.
Sick
Can you
ass
chill?
fool.
Can't we chill?
Can I finish?
Damn. You guys seen Cabral throwing them punches?
Oh my god.
Pobre puta, loco.
I mean, look at him though. You expect them to be able to throw hands? Wow.
Why is my man right here though? Like my man's just like this whole thing is like right. You know what I mean? Like
But look at his feet stands, bro.
He
It was
shoots
like,
like,
oh,
this,
yeah.
like
bro, yeah.
his things right here, his other hand's right here. Like, hey,
Déjalo loco, pobrecitos in my head. He's working on his aggression, dog.
Hey, you right.
Oh, we're gonna
respect
talk about
that,
this.
though. Yeah,
We're gonna talk
he's
about
working on
this.
his aggression. All right.
You kicking goalies in the head? Yeah, he wilding, dog.
yeah, he's out here. My man's a menace.
Oh my god, straight red. See, man, motherfuckers
Hey,
can't.
pobre
No middle ground, no middle ground. That motherfucker went from being soft as fuck to kicking goalies in the head, dog. You seen his head almost came off clean.
Hey, let's try to
Menace.
not spend too much time on that. Fuck them fools.
All right.
Hey, what are
Well,
we
yeah.
covering? today?
We're gonna talk about
Tune in on the next
our-
episode of
What is it? What was Dragon Ball Z in Spanish?
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball
No,
Z, yeah. En el próximo capítulo.
what was his name?
En el próximo capítulo de
Kakarot.
Kakarot. There it
Kakarote.
is.
Kakarote. Al fin enfrentará.
Cacarote?
It is Kakarote, yeah.
No, it's
Y
Kakarot.
Vegeta.
Cacarote.
Vegeta.
We're gonna talk about our splash summer signing.
Bam.
Coming straight from Europe, from Italy, just to be more precise. You know what I mean? We're gonna recap. Versus
Technically
Montreal,
from Spain.
La concha de tu
yeah.
madre.
and just a little preview of That Was Away happening tomorrow. Should be a quick 2-hour episode. You know what I mean? Real quick 2-hour episode. Should be fine.
Nah, I mean.
No. All right, boys. Here we go. Let's get
I
started.
think I lost my sanity.
Yo, what up? And welcome to another episode of Straight from the Stands, an unapologetic, unofficial LA Galaxy podcast, hosted by 4 Foul Mouth supporters who bring you their thoughts and views on everything related to LA Galaxy, straight from the stands. I am your co-host Smarts, alongside the always angry Angel, his counterpart level-headed George, and the man with the facts, Masa. This is Straight from the Stands.
Ya muertos.
Yo, you know I have to fucking chop this up every single fucking time, right? I can't get just right into it.
We put on a show for our live. That's what we do.
Yeah, just let it
Yeah.
be. Why are you being a hater? The people want this. All right.
This is what they
People
come
want-
for.
Yeah.
People
No,
want this.
all 5 of them. All right, all 5 of them.
But wait,
Good
more.
evening. What up,
What up, y'all?
What up? What up? What up?
What's
What's
up?
going on? ¿Cómo están? Buenas tardes, buenas noches. How you guys feeling?
Noche.
I'm
I'm
sad right
doing
now.
amazing.
great,
Sad.
actually.
Hey, what's up with you? Sad.
I told you that like that sushi has Lisa and I in a moves right now, bro. Like we're
And the feeling.
Have you guys
feels-
never tried the sushi? Or what?
all right. We
sushi
have
right Okay.
we've done it on the quickness before. Only once. It was all right, but it was like quick. Let's go. Stop by real quick. Pick it up. Let's go.
Okay.
So I don't know. I haven't eaten all day. So maybe that could also be it. I was just super hungry, and no, I'm not hungry because that sushi was ass, bro. We threw it away,
Okay.
and I'm
Sad
sad. And
boy.
now we're over here talking about Arby's because they have the meats.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck! Hey, Angel, I'm really sorry to hear about that. Though, ain't nothing worse than being disappointed by food. I feel you on that.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm sad.
My heart goes out to you for that one. Cause like I get it, though. Jorito, ¿cómo estás? How you doing, papa? How you living?
Can't be mad. Dodgers are doing well. Galaxy won a game. We're consistent on a podcast. I mean, this is the best it could get right now, boys. This is it. This is living.
Living the
I
life,
have
baby.
not felt this in a while.
Hey, the Los Angeles Rams are world champions. That's right. Yep.
Yeah, consistent.
Yeah, consistency. Yeah.
Consistency in LA.
Look,
And
happy
they found a body at the Rams. Sick ass.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, in the lake.
The lake.
Oh, word. It's Inglewood.
Let's go.
It's Inglewood.
I
Yeah.
text Cisco immediately.
Like,
Like, hey, what you do?
cold-blooded. All right, Masa, you all right?
I'm great.
How you doing? Yeah,
Amazing. Yep.
you got some takes for us today?
Yeah, some interesting ones, I think.
All right,
I never heard one of your takes that didn't get me pissed off or seemed interesting in general. So
I know. It's okay though, baby.
I want to see.
okay. All right, I'm
Hey, Rudy.
feeling,
Hey, Rudy, how you doing? Yeah, how you doing? How you doing? I'll ask you.
I'm-
Go ahead. How you feeling?
I'm feeling spectacular. Feeling all right.
Did you buy a lot of sugar for this weekend? Like, did you buy sugar this weekend for today?
Jeez, dog. You know what I mean? I got it, dog. It's ready. It's ready, dog. Hey, George, you ready? You get the
I'm
number
ready.
4, baby. You get the number 4. You can get the number 4, dog.
Yeah,
You get the
Bobby,
number
okay.
4, baby. You get the
Hey,
number
I already told George what he needs to do to fix that.
Yeah. No, chill. But he has to rock the 4 for a little bit, though. You know what I mean? He has to own the 4 for a little bit, and then he get altered to do something else.
It's gonna
What are
be
you
at
talking
least
about?
like an hour. It's gonna be at least an hour. Where it's
Chill.
just a 4.
All right, so let me give you the context, right? There's an ongoing bet. I said that Jesus finished top 4. George, of course, didn't believe me.
I said
The
no.
bet is the bet is that if they end up in top 4, George is getting a number 4 tatted.
Yes, sir.
And they fall below the top 4. I'm getting a coolie mad tatted on me. So again,
Okay.
George, if I win, though, you have to rock with it for a little bit because I can't do shit with the fucking coolie, man. I can't alter it to be something else. So
That motherfucker
I-
drinking like that been off these.
Yeah, you've been on it, my man.
Hey, I
still
don't
am.
know, man.
And we're
Yeah.
gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it some more right now. Big news, and I want to start here because I think we're gonna discuss this for a little bit. We got a fucking signing,
Mhm.
right? We got a fucking signing. We've been talking about it. That we needed somebody in the midfield. I lost Gaston Brugman. Right? We had this came up I think last week or the week before. So
Like
it's
2
nobody's
weeks.
surprised.
Yeah.
So it's to nobody's surprise. Interesting signing.
To
I
say
know.
the least.
We listen, right? I saw socials, and socials was popping off, and so much more. Like even within our own chat, right? Like it's Stephen Stan's host chat. There's mixed opinions about this signing. So let's kick it off. And one of the persons,
I have
hold
a
your seat. Hold your seat. Your mic.
No, because I just want to know, like, what is he exactly? Like, where does he really play? I've read
He's
different.
So
things.
hold
What is-
on.
Oh,
He's
okay, I
CM,
thought
right?
you were-
He's CM. Yeah, he's CM. But let's go to this way. I want, because you had Angel, you had like the in opinion is a solid opinion. I'll kick it off. We signed Gaston Brugman. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what your concerns. Tell me what you're looking forward to, if anything. what it is. Talk to me.
First things first, I don't even know what this guy plays, right? Greg Vanny is out here talking about, oh well, he went from talking a few weeks back, talking about a CDM, and we were like, what? Then eventually he came out talking, basically taking jabs at Cheeky Noogie that he ain't cutting it. It's clear that Victor Vasquez can't even survive 10 minutes in the game. So he started talking about a center attacking midfielder, right? Figured that's where he's gonna go, which is why I asked you guys right now, right? Where are we going with this signing? Like, what is he? Right? Is he finally the player that is pretty evident that we need in the system that he wants to play? Now, Masa is going to talk about this a little bit later, right? About Greg Vanny's thoughts and how the last game went and what Masa thinks moving forward about our style of play. However, the way that Greg Vanny right now wants to play, we need a center attacking midfield. We've talked about this collectively. Cheeky Noogie ain't cutting it. Victor Vasquez not cutting it. Which means what? We need a fucking signing, right? A center attacking midfield signing. From all accounts, at least what I've gathered about this guy here, and of course I haven't gotten to depth about this because to me it's an uninspiring signing. I think it's a trash ass signing, for that matter, because he's not the player that we need right now, right? He is not a center attacking midfielder, right? And then Greg Vanny, I think last week he was talking about signing another CM or CDM when he went. I guess when we pretty obviously we're going to sign this guy. You know where he went with his conversation? He started talking about, well, now he can have Mark and Revelison play up higher because they're both creative, blah, blah, blah.
Nope.
What? What? I know a few weeks ago, Rudy Think or Masa, one of you guys talked about how Revelison was creative early on, or it's not that he was creative, he was just involved in the attack. Because he wanted to go forward. But listen, I could push up forward and be involved in the attack, but doesn't mean I'm fucking creative. At the end of the day, I'm not a center attacking midfielder. So that brings back to my whole thing, like how you have listen, if you want to play in a style where you're gonna just have your two true center midfielders, fine. I get it. You need at least three to rotate the three of them. I get that. If that's the case, then cool. Brugman, Reveloson, and Mark, cool. Especially if one dumbass gets a red card or some shit like that happens, you have someone there. You're not gonna be like, fuck, who's gonna go? At least we know that we have three options there, right? But that's not the case. At least unless Greg Vanny, after this past game, he's gonna change his entire style of play and what he wants to do with the Galaxy, then cool, fine. We'll see what happens. But as of right now, so this moment in place and time, what Greg Vanny has been preaching since the beginning of the season, this is not the signing. This is not the signing. Especially, and let's be quite frank here, especially when LAFC fucking signed Graham Bell, right? That's the signing.
Hold on, hold on.
But don't bring
it up because I want to talk about. I want to talk about it, but don't bring that up yet. Listen, let's talk about Gaston. I think you have a point. But
this is my thing. Pozuelo, right? We talked about this, and obviously I don't know what the special, like the options here would have been. That to me would have been Greg Vanny actually going after the players. How's that? Okay, and fine. You can tell me about it. That's fine. Listen, I'm not gonna say yes or no. You can tell me about it. Why it's not on the table? I don't know. Again, that's just me being angry at that point. At that, when I read who we're signing, what we're signing for, like in terms of position, and again, it's not even the player so much. So I don't know how he plays. I've done no investigation. I can't tell you his style of play, if he's physical. I didn't do shit about it. 'Cause I was just, what? Are you kidding me? You just got another fucking player that just plays either a CM or CDM when you've been preaching they need a center attacking midfielder when Cheeky Noogie's not cutting it, Victor Vasquez not cutting it. That doesn't make any fucking sense unless he's realized that the style that he wants to play is not going to work for this LA Galaxy moving forward.
Man, I have direct response to it because I see something, right? But I'm not gonna go there because I start yapping and don't stop. Masa, George. Actually, let's go Masa and then George because no Masa, you have a different view of this. I think George, you side a little more with Angel. So Masa, what you think of Gaston? Damn, what you think?
I'm not one to judge before I see them play, so I'm never gonna badmouth a player whether you like the signing or not because we don't know how it's gonna turn out. Everybody was low on Ashley Cole, and that shit was completely opposite. Everybody's low on Gaston, and we don't even know what he's about. To be honest, from my understanding, he's more of a deep line CDM or CM, whatever you want to call it. But he has, from what I've seen, his playmaking. He's a long passing playmaker. So he's a deep line playmaker. So he could hit you on the long balls, which I think is how we are better when we play a little more direct and we catch teams off guard. And up until before the Minnesota game, if we would have signed Gaston before that game, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Right? Because at that point, I did not understand what we were trying to do without an attacking midfielder. But in the second half of that Minnesota game, something clicked with Mark and Aguirre, at least for me visually, to see like, oh, okay, I get what you mean about your two CMs being more free. I know we didn't play with the CDM in that game, but since we were chasing that game, they were pushing up a lot. And Marky gave Cheech a nice ball in the box where he couldn't finish or the shot got blocked or whatever. And I'm kind of sad that we didn't have a pod last week because I literally was gonna talk about that, and then that fucking Montreal game happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it kind of worked out. But I finally saw something letting those two CMs push up freely for me to be comfortable with. Okay, we're bringing the CDM to cover that ground when Mark and Ravelison or whoever it is, because like it has been fucking nice when they push forward. I'm not saying they're as creative as the cam because they're not. But when you throw numbers up there like that and you have that secure person in the back, I think it works out a little bit better when you put numbers forward. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. I finally saw what he was talking about up until that second half of that Minnesota game. And it finally clicked for me. And that was something I had not seen all season. Because up until that point, I thought we needed a cam. And I'm not saying we don't need one now, but I'm saying a CDM, a true CDM right now, might be what this team needs. So I have different opinions about what Angel just said.
I see. Yeah, I align with you. But before I say anything else, George, would you take on it? What would different than Angel and Muscle do you see?
I agree with both actually, but one of the things I am going to say is I can't knock a player before I see him play. I am a little bit not satisfied with the signing, but I mean, granted, whoever wants to hate on the player, that's fine. He's one of ours, but we're wounded puppies. Listen, for what we've been through, it's okay. But understand, at the end of the day, he's still going to put on our jersey. So we got to give him a benefit of the doubt, because if not, then how much better are we than anyone else is talking shit about our team? We're kind of adding that fuel to the fire. With that being said, I don't know how I feel with Ravelison or Markey pushing up to become a bit more creative in attack. I feel it kind of does the same thing as when we push Raheem up to the wing and he's fully just a winger instead of defensive in the wing. Teams could adapt to that, and now they don't have a player that's back and forth and they have to stay on their feet, and they could adjust to that, as opposed to being a player that could be defensive and then sprint out and then make room. I think that's when the spaces in the midfield happen. And by pushing Ravelison and Markey up, I don't feel comfortable that they're attack-minded fully players, as opposed to being able to have that space, because they do have that freedom to be defensive as well. And teams have to adapt to them being defensive and offensive at the same time. So if you just stick them in a bubble and put them in an offensive bubble, teams to stick there. And I feel that they have a better answer to that. I haven't seen them be played.
Sitting back, like you mean that whoever playing gets better answer sitting back, just letting them try to figure something out because you know that they're not creative.
Because we're becoming a much more offensive team,
right?
And the teams that we've struggled against have been the teams that
sit back,
press against us. I haven't seen it play, but I think we're playing into the hands of those teams that kind of want to sit back, or we're forcing them to become that team. I don't knock it till you try it type of person, so I hope it works. But it's a little bit, and this is not comparing to what any other team is doing, because we got to do for what's best for us.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure this is what it is. I would have loved to see a bigger offensive-minded player come in that's fully offensive, and you still have that option for Ravelison and Markey to be a little bit more defensive and explode into the half. So now you have two offensive players that explode from being a defensive player. But yeah, I'm not neither for or against. I wish I could be a little bit more to either side, but at this point, I think it's fair to just be right in the middle, because we've had some signings like the Ashley Coles where a lot of people were down on, but we've also had some signings where we kind of get shot in our foot.
Well, the
So
reality is that Vanny is going to have to change his style of formation if that's the case. I mean, his
I don't
style
think
of
so.
play.
but
I mean,
now,
he'll
but now,
I
but
don't think
now,
so.
hold on.
Like,
But to that point, we're bringing in players that are fully this coach's. This is it. I feel like
yeah.
this is
the
Yeah.
signing.
there's no more to where let's get you brought in your players. You've a lot of this team is mostly yours. Let's
Yep.
see it happen. Let's
That
see what
leaves
you
the
do.
so
Costa apart from that, though, because that's a different conversation in itself.
Yeah.
so let me.
Okay, shoot.
I like the signing. Now is not
Of
the
course.
signing.
Of course you do. Yeah.
It's not the signing. It's not the signing that we wanted. Like given right, it's not the signing they wanted. But we'll talk about what the other team is doing and how I think like lows. But this signing I like, right? Because I understand how you guys see like having Delgado or Revelson up higher doesn't solve our creative needs, right? But it
Right.
does solve it does solve the next thing that they're fucking with. The reason why a team can lay back on us and not necessarily worry about it, right? I've been on this pod talking about how we need to press high when teams are on a low block. We need to get at them and get the ball back, right? Because when we're direct, when we put them on their asses and we have a counter, when we have the space to throw a long ball, right? When you push up, when you push up, Mark, Mark or Revelason, or maybe even both, with having a true CDM back there, you're starting that press up way higher because Cheech works,
Well, yeah.
the Cabral
Isn't that what
works,
the intention is?
Cabral works, and Granciera work, right? And now you have that. Now you have either one or two of the our center midfielders right up in the second line, like right up high against them. You're getting that ball back a lot earlier, and if you get that ball back in the third, you're pouncing on them a lot faster, right? Listen, Massa was spot on, in my opinion, is spot on, right? We talked about how the percentage didn't feel that way, but like Montreal had the vast possession. You know why? Because we got the ball back earlier, and we're attacking, right? So when you attack, most of the time, it doesn't come out to be a goal, so you give the ball back and you lose possession. I'm okay with that because if it didn't feel like we were outpossessed that much because we were on the front foot because we got the ball back early because we were pushing and we scored 4 fucking goals, right? With Aguirre, with fucking with Aguirre in there. I think the
Ikinuki.
midfield, Chikinugi was alright. I'm not gonna hate on him. I don't think he was special, but he was alright. I messed up because I thought Chikinugi was the one to give the pass in the third goal to open up Rajo, but it was wrong because of Aguirre. So like yeah, like you know, like that's what I'm talking about. Because even so, Mark and Revelason maybe not they're not camp, but they can put it a pass, right? Simple pass to somebody's feet. They can release it quick. Yes, I think we all agree to that, right? Pretty consistently good passing from them. We
Well, that
know
essentially would mean that we need to create chaos, then, right? Essentially, we got to try to just make
no
some
great
chaos
chaos.
inside the
Just
box.
press. Just press. No, you just got to press and get the ball back, right? Like we did against Montreal. Like we were on that with the commitment there. I talked about this, and we'll talk about the Montreal. I don't want to go into it right now, so I'm gonna actually just take a step back. I think that's why I like the signing because it gives us a real solid piece in the midfield. That's a center midfielder, right? Who like Mazda said, can ping a ball long. So if he recovers in the mid, lower in the midfield, and get Cabral running or get Granciera running, he's gonna be able to do that. But it also gives either Mark or Revelason, if not both, a chance to push up higher and start that press right behind Peach, right behind Granciera, right behind Cabral.
Yeah, think of it. Think
And
of it
that's a
like
good
this.
thing.
Like, let's say Brugman hits Cabral or Granciera on the wing, right? Not even gonna take Costa into consideration because it slow the game down. You would have Cheech crashing the 6 yard box, either first post or second post, and then you would have either Mark and Revelison crashing the box and one crashing the edge of the box, and you don't have to worry about necessarily that counter because Brugman's sitting right there. That's how I see it working out.
Yep.
That
Yep.
that like it, and it's crazy because in that second half of that Minnesota game, I was like, well, more in the Montreal game, but in that game, I saw it. Like, oh, okay, I can see how that signing works.
Yep.
But I mean, we have to see it first, right? I don't want to say like, I feel like that's the move. That's gonna be the move. But I mean, I don't know yet.
Well, that has to, right?
Like
Because I
for me,
mean, that's what he came in for. He's a true CDM according to the reports, right? That's
Yeah.
Unless that's where you're going with Greg
but
Vanny.
can we
Otherwise, I don't get it. Otherwise, I don't
can,
get it.
can, can we talk about how stupid the Galaxy thinks we are? That for a CDM, they showed me highlights of all his goals and assists. Like I understand this guy plays in the midfield and he's more a defensive guy.
tweeted
Show
that.
me some.
I
Yeah.
tweeted
Oh
that.
yeah. It was. I
haven't
think.
even seen his
Yeah.
highlights.
You're right. Credit George because he called that out. He called that out and he's spot on. Listen, go on YouTube and just look at him as a CDM, and my man covers a lot of space and he puts in a tackle and he has that Uruguayan fucking bite to him that I like. Right.
Yeah,
I like that, bro. Like he's on people's heels and he fights for the ball back. I like show me that because
Hey,
the
the way
goals that you
that-
show me.
Really,
Hey,
the way
I'm
that Diego
sorry.
Godin, I say the way that Diego Godin handled the
Or-
River yesterday. Oh, you like that shit?
Or who's the right guy we used to have only for a season who plays center back who's
Polenta.
fucking Polenta. There you go. No, like you know what I mean, like maybe not to him because I think Polenta was had a bigger structure, but this guy's not small either. Listen, I'm not mad at it, but I understand exactly where he's at. Right, I'm not excited about the highlight reel that the 30-second highlight reel that Galaxy gave me with some goals because I'm dope if he does that, but I don't think that's the role he's gonna be playing for us. Right, so I don't even see that. Like show me or at least link me to the fucking other highlights where they actually show me his fucking style. They show me the grittiness that he has. So, fuck Galaxy fucking shout out to Nelson. Oh, no, Nelson does marketing, not social media. But so not take that back. But the social media guys, come on, man, give the G's a little bit of credit because we're smarter than that. Like we understand that he's not a fucking.
I don't think they know that we're smarter than that though. Look at everything they've done over the last 3 years, 4 years, 5 years.
I
6
know,
years.
but it's a social team. Like the social team actually, they're on point sometimes.
But on
That doesn't
TikTok, we
speed out.
nice, bro. So you don't know anything, Rudy. No, on TikTok, we nice, bro.
Again, a highlight reel, dog. Give me the highlight reel that the player deserves. You know what I mean? Like because that guy he looks nice. He's good. Again, not the signing that we all wanted, right? Because we wanted something flashy, something nice, but it wasn't that. I'll move on from Gaston for a second, but I do want to talk about the front office, right? I do want to talk about Klein and all that because holy shit, was RFO and our president put in display how shit they are this weekend. The moves that happened in MLS, especially Toronto, and the teams that took advantage of it, and even the names across the street, right? Like the
what?
way that
5
they-
6 teams, right?
who bring in like serious players for
Yeah.
TAM. I mean,
On TAM.
listen.
Tam.
At the same season where we bring in Douglas Costa on DP money,
DP fucking money, Jesus Christ.
I mean, I listen. I know we have Joker here talking about how the MLS wants, you know, they're fighting for Levels to win the chip. I think that's been happening, but like this right here, I don't think it's on MLS. I think this is on the G's for fucking relying on the laurels, dog. Because how the fuck are we still giving a DP contract to Costa when motherfuckers are getting players like the names that came into the league this weekend on TAM, on fucking TAM. You remember, like, listen, and some of you might not remember this, but the G's were the team that worked the loopholes. Every single thing,
Arena,
like
baby.
the DP rule, like it was because of the G's, right? Like the Galaxy used to be the one who dictate how these rules were set up and how you get away with shit within these rules. But holy fuck, have we slid back? I mean, I knew in the sporting side of things we're bad, but I think this should just showcase like how fucking ancient we are when it comes to our front office, and something needs to be shaping up. Listen, I had been off the fucking, I had been off the Klein now thing because I think he did the one thing right. The one thing he's done right is he's kind of stepped away from soccer and he's let Vanny do his thing. So like George was saying, this is his team. It falls on Vanny when it comes to the sporting aspect of it. But when the business side is showcase how bad we are, the way it was this weekend, come on.
Are we not at a point where coaches are able to call out their front office?
No,
We've seen it happen.
not.
No,
Where?
not here.
I mean, so as a coach,
Look what
Not the
happened.
first
Charlotte,
club.
right?
Not the
Charlotte,
first
the
club.
dude
What
got
happened?
fired, bro.
He's not.
That's
yeah,
what happened to Charlotte.
but I mean, in that aspect, what do you think would happen if a coach were to call out the front office is something that we already know? We would side with the coach.
Fuck yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we would side with the coach, but then you think another MLS organization is gonna be like, "Hey, man, this was just bad mouthing the front office."
Single unity too. I mean, or single identity too, right?
Who's gonna give him a job? Nobody's gonna.
No, it's
give
a
that
single.
fool a job.
It's single identity too. That means like collectively they can fuck.
He might want to say some
Collectively,
shit.
how many coaches can't come up to him and be like, you know what? Yeah, he was a piece of shit. You have GPS that has no nothing in MLS, could care less. He could come out and say, yeah, I was fucked.
man, something though. Like, you know what? Like, I'm down with that shit. Like, if it's Vanny the one who's gonna tip it
if
over,
you're a
like, I'll give a
coach,
fuck. Like,
at this point, if you're the coach and you see it running like this, and it's been like this for the last 5 years, you got to protect your career too. Because what's gonna happen? You're gonna get replaced, and then sooner or later be like, oh, we'll pick you up on another team, and then that's it. That's gonna be your career. Have some respect for yourself. Speak up.
I'm not gonna put it on Vanny, but I wouldn't mind it. You know what I mean? But somebody do something about it? Like, fuck, man.
I don't know, man. At some point, we're gonna have to go through some extreme measures as a supporter group, a supporter fan base. But a lot of you guys are not ready for that. So
burn this shit down like Rivalry did when they went down to the second.
But we're not there. We're not there. Like, I mean, we're in fourth place right now. Like, that's there. Is there any chance we can get rid of him? Is there any mechanism? Massa, do you know if there's any mechanism we could can we offload him on the loan?
Or maybe on the loan, but who's gonna take him, Doug? Seriously, think about it.
Absolutely nobody.
And we can't buy him out. According to, so I heard Cog this morning, and we can't buy him out because
why?
Those 3 million would count against the 3 million will count against the cap, and that's not possible. We would free up a DP spot, but those 3 million,
we have money to pay him?
Will go up against the cap, so it's impossible.
Yeah, man.
We have to wait till the end of the season to buy him out, and then obviously it's not going to count against the cap because it's a new season, and we'll have a free DP spot.
Oh, so we can get rid of him at the end of the year, though.
Yeah. I mean,
that's fine.
Well, he's on a loan right now.
Right now, I'm talking
about.
I
knew. He's on a loan right now.
No, there's no way. Yeah.
No, the loan is over.
I thought you guys were talking about
the Galaxy player. The loan is over. The loan was up until summer when his contract expired. Juve, and he right now is currently a Galaxy player. There is no loan. His contract with the G's just started in the summer.
When you get the red card?
Possibly,
yeah.
Lingard. What about Lingard? We like Lingard?
I thought it's not happening anymore.
It's not. I love Lingard.
I don't know how it could, but give me thoughts on Lingard.
The only way I could see it happening is if he takes the TAM deal now, and then they tell him like, "Yo, at the end of the season, we'll figure out how to give you a DP spot."
I don't understand why we didn't do that.
No, we're about to follow Inter Miami, huh?
Hell yeah!
We're
the Galaxy, bro. Fuck yeah, kid. Like at this point, try it out. Like, hey, remember we used to do this before?
They said Matuidi was TAM and he was getting paid DP money the whole time. That's different. They never promised him a DP spot. He was just on TAM, but he was getting paid.
No, he was on DP. They said they put TAM for some reason. They just like, this is DP contract, but let's just put TAM on this bitch one time.
Yeah.
Man. All right.
All right, I like the Lingard if it were true, but I don't think this is happening with us.
I don't see it. I don't like. We don't have the. My God, man! Like, I have been.
I'm pretty sure if we my bad. If we had that DP spot available and Lingard came and we had that meeting this morning, I think it's very possible.
Yeah,
100% possible. But that DP spot is holding us back. But then
how, son?
But okay, I understand.
DP spot literally just freed up, right? Like we just got it free. How are we in the same situation again? Fucking 6 months, bro. That's all it took for us to be right in the same spot.
Look, we had this conversation earlier this season, right? Do you guys want to wait till the summer? And I think majority of us said no. Bring in whoever we had to bring in this season. So it was never gonna. I'm not saying Costa was the shit move, but I mean, if we would have waited this summer. It was the right move to wait till the summer, but we were too anxious because we've been so shit. We had to sign somebody because right now
Vanny was too anxious.
There were so many.
Wait.
There was so many free agents right now. There's so many right now without a fucking team. It's crazy, but we just don't have the rosters.
Question, right? Because you brought that up, and I want to bring that up too. How bad the Lucas Costa signing is looking right now.
It's terrible.
With what? Sorry?
How bad the Douglas Costa signing is looking right now, right? With everything going on around MLS and who we have in our roster at the money we have in our roster. Whose signing was that really? Like who do you guys like no cap? Like who do you think? Who do you think?
Klein and Karofsky written all over that shit, bro. I do not think that's a Greg Vanny move.
I wouldn't put it past Vanny too, because Vanny sold them as if. I mean, you had to, but now. He's on an island. He They left you on an island. You've seen what happened, and now you have the audacity to come out on an interview and say, "Well, if he picks it up, it's like a summer signing."
He's trying to say face down for man. I hear you. That's salesman
Wait,
as
does that
fuck.
mean he's a new player?
You're grabbing the knife that fucking Chris Klein is stabbing you with, and say, here, let me help you, and you start stabbing yourself. Like, how stupid
No,
are
he's
you?
twisting it.
Like,
Yeah, just real
granted,
quick.
it might be a Chris Klein Karofsky move. That's fine, but for you to go on a stake and say that,
Again, I'm not blaming him, though.
Yeah,
Like the company, man. There's a boys club too. You know what I mean? Like we've heard about this for years. Like there's a boys club that they're all peeps and shit, right? So like they ain't gonna time each other out. Listen, because I'm right there with Masa. Like this shit, like just screams fucking FO to me. FO sign again, right? Because like again, this I know is not like the multi-million shirt sold by the player, but this also is a recognizable enough name. So I think they jumped on it because they could. And it's so dumb.
I'm not gonna. I talked about this shit when we talked.
He's not even recognized. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not. Go listen to that pod and everything I said on that podcast at the beginning of the season. We were signing him. It's all there. Everything that I predicted, whatever we said here collectively, what I said that he was, all this shit. Boom. Here you go. Actually, it's worse because he's not even fucking playing.
Because
it's even worse.
It's
at
worse
least I predicted my man to play. Jesus Christ!
I legit thought like at
Douglas
least
Santos. Remember that?
No, I fuck that. I at least thought he would have his legs under him by now. And it's not even that.
And now for you to do a move that you did, you're telling me you don't want to play. You're telling me you know how to play the system. That's all you're telling me.
And that's why we still cut him some slack, bro. We still said, you know what, let's patience. We decided to have some patience.
The Los Angeles team that you cut for now. We've become the Los Angeles team that players come and take a vacation for. We're known for it now. How many players haven't came out here and have a vacation on our dime?
Who?
Giovanni Dos Santos. Jonathan Dos Santos.
No.
Yeah, no? He did.
Jonathan don't play, bro. Look.
Okay, that's fine. And then I have a hamstring. I'm out for 5 days. I'm out for five games. I know it.
You missed a lot of playing time, bro.
A lot.
But that's the injury. But that's the injury. That's the injury, bro.
So was Giovanni. His brother broke his system. His brother. It was a cheat code. His brother told him the cheat code. His brother told him.
Cool. Fine. So you said Giovanni and you said Jonah.
Douglas. That's been Giovanni
too, dog.
Stop. Okay, that wasn't injured.
What, are you serious?
Okay,
that wasn't injured. That's what I'm saying.
Like the only good thing that we had in 2017.
We like to be polarizing and just fucking throw wild shit out. But I don't think
how long has it been of Giovanni? Giovanni was how long ago? 7 years ago?
Nah, he left 2 seasons ago. Right?
How long did we sign him for? How long did we sign him?
I don't know. Didn't we have like 4 years of option?
Yeah, so from
Something
7 years ago, from 7 years to now, there's been consistent players on this team that have been getting paid and out on vacation on our dime.
I don't think. I think that's being polarized.
Giovanni and Douglas, there it is. There's
Giovanni and Douglas. That listen, with Giovanni, that's what it felt like for sure.
Debate.
And Douglas is that's exactly what it's feeling like. Like if you want me to say who that feels like Giovanni. But worse because like this was like I wasn't even hyped when he came. At least Giovanni when he came, I was hyped. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, it's gonna be good. Like he wasn't.
Giovanni gave us
like,
one good season. A season and a half at least. A good season.
Yeah, the commercial underground. That's facts.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Read it.
The commercial underground in chat says Costa literally on IG playing mini golf before El Tráfico.
My man's on vacation. You know he ain't playing.
My man saw the ball, said, "I'm gonna elbow this man, and I'm out for the next game, and I don't have to do anything."
It was so blatantly stupid, bro. Like.
Oh, did you finally see it, George?
Yeah, I saw it.
Right?
Blatantly stupid, man. It was just. I have no like. That was it. That's all I had to see, dog. I'm over Costa, bro. Like, let's figure out how to get rid of him, dog. Let's cheat the system, dog. You know what I mean? God, those dog.
Gotta get rid of Chris Klein. Get rid of Kirovsky. All those guys. All right. Anyways, where are we at now? Where are we going?
Here. So the last thing I'll say, right? And I know you brought it up a little bit, but I'll say this: like, all that being said, like that's why this signing I'm okay with. Right, because although it wasn't the shiny thing that we wanted, although it wasn't in the attacking front, like we all see it and think we need it, this piece looks like it has some trajectory, it's been proven, and again, I see how it fits, and I see how it improves.
Right? What do you mean it's been proven?
where he's played at. Like he's not coming in. You know, he's not coming in from where's fucking Revolution coming in from? Where's
Troy's
Boy,
coming in
the
from?
second division team in France.
first division team in France.
Oh yeah, he's there. They moved up to first, but he
They
didn't
moved
stay
up
there.
to first because he was an important part.
Yeah,
of it.
important part of it.
And this wasn't, and he's not a kid, right? So like he's a proven track of playing. He's not a kid, and it's a spot that he feels. So again, this to me is more in line of Starbucks is more in line of
You make it seem like
even
he's
a
always
junior.
been in second division, Angel.
What?
You make it seem like he's always
been in
He
second
just went to
division.
second division.
Like he what?
He just went to
just
second
went.
division this last season, and not because
That's fine, but you say he's proven. How's he proven? Like at 30 years old, what have you proved?
he's 28, 29?
30, bro.
Even at that. So this is not gonna this is not gonna
You
be
say he's proven. What is he proven?
Yes.
Like what's proven to you?
yo what are we bringing him as? He's not a DP player, right?
No,
He's not a DP player, right? Is he TAM?
he's 29.
He's 10.
Listen again,
Not even
like
full time.
so this guy right here, like he I don't need him to be the X number 10 or the X number 6 of Bayern or a big club. I need this guy to be a workhorse and work for me. So like, this makes sense to me. I'm okay with the signing because this wasn't a DP sign. This wasn't a max TAM sign, right? This is a player we need for a position. We might need. That's something to debate.
Bro, we didn't need a position. We're changing our style, or at least our formation with this position.
I think we just play for personnel. I don't because I think instead of Cam play CDM, right? So I think it's just Cam to CDM.
Okay,
That's
but in
one thing.
Masa's
It's still 4-3-3.
formation, we're talking about playing 2 center midfielders and 1 CDM.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
it's just a Cam to the CDM. It's just one.
Yeah,
Instead of playing attacking, we're playing
Last
defensive.
minute, you drop
Yeah,
it.
I know. Yes, I know exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't
But
So
we
it's
still
not
don't have
changing. Yeah,
It's just one-
again,
one-
we're forfeiting the Cam for CDM and having the
Yeah,
CDM.
clearly.
But again, like
leaking
so,
goals
versus what we've done in the past, where we're just getting whatever hot names to bring, right? Which is what I think them down the street are doing with the 2 sides. Because to me, like Joker on the chat was going wild about Bill, and not Bill.
I'm pretty
Like,
sure
that's
we
how
had,
I-
I'm sure we had
We
this
were on here.
conversation
We were on
earlier,
here
and we
talking
said we
about
did not want Gareth Bell.
Exactly.
I know I didn't want Gareth Bell. I still wouldn't want Gareth Bell. He's gonna end up doing the same shit. Where's Gareth Bell on tomorrow? Golfing like Douglas Costa.
But you guys are not. All right, I'm
Bare
not
minimum, bare minimum top golf.
because
Yeah,
Bare minimum
one
go top
team,
golf.
one time.
well,
Okay,
because
whatever.
we're in
both-
two different
they're both
we're in two
gonna
different
play the
places
exact
right now.
same. They're both
We're in
gonna
2
play the
different
exact
places.
same.
We're in 2 different places
Are
right
we
now.
not in a playoff spot? Do we not have a winning record against those bum ass fools?
Right, but I'm not
Or
talking
anybody,
about.
or anybody in
I'm not
top,
talking
in the
about
top of-
LAFC right now, though. I'm not talking about us to compare. I'm talking about being a championship caliber team, right? That's where the difference is. We can't afford to take a gamble with a player like Gareth Bell, right? We need to hit on that DP slot. Them, you know what they did right now? To me, it's fine. If I'm it's John Thornton, right? This is their president. You tell him, hey, you know what? Come here on your fucking vacations. All I need you is just step up for playoffs. And for the big games, you don't even fucking have to go to away games. They're in fucking first place. They're in playoffs no matter what. We can't
Still
do
doesn't
that
matter.
though
Still
because
doesn't matter.
our front office is a piece of shit.
That still doesn't matter. Like that's like the signings. Like again, what I was addressing is the uproar. Like, oh, look at who these were signing versus who we signed. And I think it's fucking lost because we signed players like that before, right? We signed these older players who won many of shit across Europe, and they done shit for us. Like this is lost to me because
I know, man.
for
He's, what, 30
retirement,
years
on-
old? 32?
30 years old.
33? 34? How old is he? 33? 34?
Listen.
32. Who are we talking about? We're talking
Gareth
about
Bell.
32.
32 is not bad. Compare 32
It's
Gareth
Bale.
Bell.
Oh
Compared,
my god, it's fucking
compared
Bale.
to,
Stop,
compared
it's
to a
Bale.
33-year-old Steven
Stop, it's Bale. It's Bale, son. Stop, man. Like y'all bugging. It's Bale.
That was the
This is you guys on that Galaxy tip that you guys the one
No.
that
On
accept
the
shit.
Galaxy,
Bro, we
it's
talked about
fine.
Bale to the Galaxy and we said no.
For me.
This is why we're at where we're at right now with our team.
We talked about Bale,
Right? They can
Bale to the
afford to do
Galaxy and we
shit
said
like that.
no.
We can't.
We're talking
How
about
can
Bale to the
Yeah,
Galaxy and we said
because
no.
we can't afford to do that right now. We can't sign a player like that. They
But we
can't.
signed Diego Costa.
That's a good signing for them. Terrible for us,
It's-
but good signing for them because
Because
they're in
they
first
built-
place.
they-
They
they
can
built-
gamble that shit like
That's
that.
not what
They
we
built
talked
a
about.
better team, though.
That's it. They built a better team.
They built
That's
a better
it.
team.
They
Straight
have the luxury of adding that type of name and that type of
they
player.
built a better team.
That's
to
exactly
help
what I'm
them
getting
out.
at.
We're adding a Douglas
They don't have-
Costa to make it happen for us. That's
Well,
the difference.
that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't have the luxury to take a gamble play. Like,
okay,
exactly what I literally just said.
But to Rudy's
They don't
point,
even bother
everyone
taking.
else's
They
point,
don't even. They
Gareth
don't even
Bell,
bother taking that gamble though.
Gareth Bell is the Douglas Costa of Europe. What did he do around Madrid? Just because he took a picture with the cup doesn't mean shit. He had so much controversy with that team, with one of arguably the greatest team,
dog.
The greatest team.
It's golf Wales
He's
and
the
Real
golf
Madrid, dog. You gonna tell me?
I remember that, but I'm telling you, we're in different places, bro.
Listen,
If
We're
he
in
does
different
that to a
places.
team like Real Madrid, what do you think he could do to this type of team?
They could gamble on their DP slot. We can't. That's what I'm getting at. We can't.
Okay, I understand
we're-
that.
They don't gamble on their DP spots though. And why are we even talking
We
about
did.
No,
Are you
yeah,
serious?
hey, I'm saying
Gamble.
they don't gamble on their DP spots. They only have 2 DPs. And only one and one doesn't even play most of the game.
Then even more so. There you go.
Listen, so I don't know why the fuck y'all wanted to go in and have a conversation about what they're doing. But but you took what I said and forget the context, and you just heard what you want to hear, right? All I was saying is like our community, Galaxy community, is overreaching, is extending when they're saying like these signings are amazing. Look what they're doing versus what we're doing. Because again, we've been here and we complain about this. We complain about signing the big name for the jerseys, right? We complain when we sign the unknown name for a position. We just complaining about everything at this point. That's what I wanted to get at.
About the roster that we built. That's what I'm getting at. Like, we don't have the luxury to take a gamble.
We're in fourth place. We're in fourth place right now.
We were in fourth place last year, bro. And then what happened?
Okay, cool.
And we lose a few more games.
We can't do shit. We can't do shit about. We can't do shit about. We can't do shit about last year. We can't do shit about last year, right? We're talking about this year.
Okay, then the last 5 years.
We can't do shit about the last 5 years either. There ain't shit we can do about that. We're talking about like right now.
I can't believe you're over here crying about Gareth Bell, dog.
I'm not crying about Gareth Bell. I'm crying about our squad. How poorly built it is.
It's not poorly built. Because when we're on against Montreal, and I think this addresses the teams that stay back on. This signing does at least attempts to address that. So we'll see. Again, I'm not mad.
Montreal's one of the top teams, right? And that's the
difference.
But
what happens versus top teams? What happens versus top teams? What happens versus top teams? Okay,
if Montreal would have beat us on July 4th, they would have been first in the East.
So we don't have a creative player in the attack.
Cool. But when we play against top teams, what happens when we play against top teams? What has happened so far when we play against top teams?
Yeah, we're going.
This season so far, when we play against first place teams or top teams, we whoop ass. We get to lose against them. Right? So we don't need to address that. We need to address it when the teams that don't come out. And I think this does it. Let's talk about Montreal actually, since we're there.
We just skip Minnesota.
Was everybody there?
Just making sure.
Yeah, you guys
skip Minnesota. Fuck Minnesota.
Minnesota. Fuck that red card. Fuck Douglas Costa for a second card. We lost.
It's crazy though, because that was the best Douglas Costa version I seen.
He was okay.
Also like
because of the elbow. Watch just too much UFC, bro.
No, that was Minnesota.
Or the elbow in the Minnesota game. That was the best Douglas Costa I seen.
I also think that was the most intensity I've seen from Gabriel, like trying to get the ball back all the time. I was really happy with what I was seeing until he got the red card in that game.
That's not his fault though.
That's not.
It's not. I don't want to go into it, but again,
he got done dirty on that one.
That's a league call too. That's a league call.
He still got a fine for that.
Teletubby-ass league though.
That's wild.
And then Aguirre got a fine for supposedly embellishing a high foot. Listen, did he embellish that? Cool, probably, absolutely. But you tell me why is Minnesota's player's foot so high up that hits him right here in the shoulder, and he doesn't look short. To me, if it's me, I get it, bro. If he's my height, that's fine. That's my fault.
Let's take your head off.
That's my fault for being short. But I mean, how tall is Aguirre? He's a good what?
5'7". That's why he's tall.
Okay, probably a good 5'8", 5'7". He's like George's height. See, exactly. You still have to reach to hit George in the back.
6'2"?
Yeah, exactly. How's that not like it doesn't make sense to me. Insane, bro. That's just wild. Let's
move on. We took an L against. Actually, here, let me ask one thing. No fucking. Don't get into it. I just one question. The game versus Minnesota without the red card, we take that L.
No, we take the L.
I think we take the L. because these
It's
fools did
everyone
not.
but you, Rudy.
They didn't react until they were down at halftime. If these motherfuckers would have had not red card, we would have probably been down 1-2-0, and they would have half-assed that game the rest of the way. I did not see any fight from that team up until they came out second half, and that's only because they're down 3-0 at home. Straight the fuck up.
Yep.
I agree.
I haven't no fighting right now.
Cool.
Sorry.
Rudy, you think otherwise, huh?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, a ver.
I think the record changes the game. No, because I don't want to go into it. I totally just I think it changes the game. I think the red card changes the way Minnesota approached the game. I think it definitely changed the way we defended the game. I know he's a attacking player who got that the red, but the players wanted the intention was to press a little higher.
We lost shape. Straight the fuck.
Yeah. So like I think it was, but again, like I do agree with you guys that they came out half-assed from the jump, right?
Yeah,
so like
glad, bro.
I won't argue that, like, we'll never know. I just kind of wanted to see where you guys are at. Let's talk about fucking Montreal finally, because that was a better game to talk about anyways. Starting lineups, we have Bonnet goal with Araujo, Koulibaly, Williams, and Edwards on defense. I like the back line, by the way. Alvarez, Delgado, Reveloson, Granzier, obviously because Cabral has the red card, with Chicharito and Joveljic up top. At least on paper, it was a 4-4-2. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I like it though, but because it's not solid three lines, right? Like there's like the attacking four, the attacking five, whatever it is at any given time is very fluid, and I like it. I like it because it was, I mean, 4-4-2, call it 4-4-2, but in the field it's definitely.
Before we get into the positive, how'd you guys feel about the 4-4-2?
That's what I want.
When you saw it on paper.
I'll take
I
it.
understood it. I understood it.
I was excited for.
I was too, and then throughout the throughout the game, and I hate. Remember, George, when you said when Vanny said that we lose shape defensively, I saw so many gaps in that midfield. Like if a fucking better team caught us lacking in a 4-4-2, they'll fucking wreck us, bro. Like,
But a better team has wrecked us.
A
better team has wrecked us without a 4-4-2 in the transition game.
Yeah, but that 4-4-2 is not.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So let me ask you a question. Would you rather be caught off guard with a potential attacking threat or be caught off guard with no attacking threat? You still get the same outcome with both.
No, the difference was we were more direct. We weren't holding onto the ball.
Exactly. So you would want the 4-4-2 even though you're caught open, because you're going to be caught open regardless.
No,
the Galaxies.
We were clinical though, but in that 4-4-2 there was so many gaps, bro. It was not.
We're clinical when?
I'm saying we were clinical in that 4-4-2.
Oh, in the yeah. Okay, see, but that's what I'm trying to get to. In another formation, I don't see that creativeness. I don't see it. So I'd rather have that creativeness with the risk of being caught off guard or leaving gaps than not.
I think this is why I like the signing, because I don't think we're creative. We're not gonna be a creative team. I think I think we're a direct team, and because of that, we'll have some flash like that fourth goal. But I do think that the game plan is get the ball fast, and attack. Right? You have dynamic players, man. Because like Chicharito, like whatever your beef could be against him, my man moves, and he moves into free space often. Right? Joveljic, like he does the same shit. Like he understands his spacing and where he needs to be at to be in front of goal and be available for a pass. Cabral and Grazier, if they could just fucking like consistently hit me with the final pass or a shot on goal on target consistently, they do the same shit. Right? You have now Reveloson, who again he popped up twice to score goals, pressing up a little further up, so he gets bounces there. And you have a Mark who's a little higher as well, hopefully, and he's providing passes and he's taking cracks, because we've seen him take a crack from outside the area and score goal. Yeah. I don't, again, it maybe is maybe it is a better analogy of it, creating chaos more than creativity, right? Because it is that pressure, it is that get in front of goal and take a shot, it is create something from the chaos. So I see it, like that's why I like the signing, because I see that on it, like being direct, being high press and getting in front of goal. Yeah, that's what we want to do.
That's what I got from this game, and that just reinforced what I saw in the second half for Minnesota to me. That's why that CDM is like, okay, I could see how that works. because what I saw in this game, even though Montreal did no damage to us, uh, there was a lot of gap. Like it was crazy how big of a gap there was in the midfield and our defense when we were pushing forward and when we lost the ball. There was like a big gap, and if played a quicker pass or played more centrally than out wide, they could have fucked us, bro. And I don't think I feel like I'm not the only one that saw that.
Montreal wasn't doing anything. Like they weren't beating us that game. Like, see, like here, you know what problem with this game is? Don't get me wrong. I love the fact that we scored 4 goals at home, and I went to the game, so it was dope as fuck. It's been a while since I've seen the Galaxy dominate at home in person, right? So I love it. But I was also a little upset because the one biggest, the biggest difference on this game in Minnesota was the intention these folks came out with, the aggressiveness, the want to score goals, the want to get the ball back. That was not there against Minnesota, even with 11 men. Right. So again, this game, as dope as it was to win 4-0 versus Montreal, as dope as it was to win at home and show that we could win at home, as dope as it was in front of our fans and it was supposed to like all that, is just a response to the Wednesday prior. Right. That was a direct response to like, hey, we know we didn't do shit last game, so let me come out here and show you. My problem with this is that like it took another ass whooping at home for you to come out of it. Right. Like we're consistently finding a rhythm here. Like get our ass beat, come out and win 2 games. Get our ass beat, come out and win 2 games, right? Like, luckily for us, most of these games are gonna be league games from going on forward. But like, it pisses me the fuck off because just do this all the time, please. Just have this team's attitude. Like, fuck who's in the field, fuck the formation. Just have that fucking attitude.
Fuck how they play, right?
It's just the want, bro. The intensity, you know, the desire to win. We lack that a lot. I think majority of the games where we lost, we talk about that. It's uninspiring. It's flat. It's dead because you don't have a one guy to lead the charge. You know, to be the inspiration, to be like, hey, we're gonna go after this game. You know, I don't think there's a single loss. At least not that I can think of off the top of my head right now. I could be wrong. Where I can say, you know what, we lost, but you know what, fuck it. These guys balled out.
Seattle
lost by a goal and fuck it.
Seattle.
You know. Okay, fine. I'll give
Seattle,
it to you.
look, we lost to fucking set pieces, right? Like I think that game's
that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, there's one.
But I agree.
But, you know, majority of it, apart from one game against the best team in the league. So I get we better come up with a different type of level when we're playing the best team in the league. Right?
Yeah,
so
I think we got that. Like I'm not again, I'm more afraid of fucking bottom half, middle to bottom half teams than I am to the top. So the top is gonna we're gonna go heads up, and we have a good shot at beating a team when we go heads up.
We have a really good record against top teams.
We just look better. I mean, like, every time we look good is when a team comes out and play against them. Like the team looks good, right? Because again, is the open space is being able to attack them direct. All that. Let's get back to this game, and let's start with the first goal because it's your daddy Angel. It's Granzier finding space out wide, coming back and putting in a decent cross. Who that lands on Efrain?
Chicky Nugget.
Yeah, that's
It goes from
Efrain.
lucky to luckier.
Perhaps, but I'll take it.
I mean, he got up there to go.
I think he was trying to go to goal though. I think he was trying to.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck it. He got up
Perhaps.
there. He got up there.
My lucky starts with Granzier's cross. It was a deflection. My luckier goes to Efra actually getting his head on the ball and kind of putting into the direction. Chicha's
And she does. She does.
Does he know this season?
Yeah,
I mean,
we-
his intuition
we-
has to be his
he
intuition
misses
to
one
know
or
where the
two.
ball's
I mean,
gonna go.
that's taken. That's granted.
And that finish is crazy, bro. No one's talking about that
okay.
finish.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not
What do
talking
you mean?
about
I
the
said
finish.
clinical.
I'm just
What else you want me to say?
talking about the finish. I'm saying Chicha does what he does. Has he though this season? All right.
It's
Yeah, he's
8 goals.
missed like 1 or 2.
Eight goals halfway through the season. He's gonna give us 16, maybe. If he gets on fire, he'll probably give us 20.
She's giving us 25 by now.
Yeah, of course. Look, but that's the problem, right? Like I understand. Yeah,
That's
that's what we want. But like the team that we have, we just talk about how shit our team is made.
That's true.
And now
That
you
is
want
true.
25 goals. Like, come on, you can't have everything. But like,
You see,
I have nothing though.
I don't want those 25 goals. I want 17 from Chicha. I want 10 from this person. I want 8 from this person and 3 from this person. I don't want one person getting goals. We've done that. We've been there,
I
done
mean,
that.
but we brought
Well,
him
we
to
have-
do that though.
we have
we've been
8
there,
from
done
Chicha. We have 8 from Chicha, and we have 5 from Jovic so far, right? And we have a
That's
couple, few more from. And we have a few
That's
6.
daddy,
I'm sorry,
bro.
my bad. And then we have a few more from others. So you know, what I mean, like I think it's happening more. Again, here's the problem: like we're in the thick of it right now. So we don't really, you know, we're not seeing the bigger picture. Like we're not zooming out and seeing like where we're at. Again, we're polarizing the defeats versus Houston and the defeat versus Dallas, and in those two defeats, horrible defeats, really shit performance from the team. But we got stuck there, and that's what we see this team as, right? Because even here we go again. It happened twice, boys. 1 second, we're right back with the boys. There you go. All right. Let me do this again. There you go. I should be back. Oh, let me turn my camera on. There it is.
Even Discord doesn't like your takes, bro.
Yo, but we've been polarized by those two defeats. Because even the defeat versus Minnesota, again, I think there's an argument to say like we definitely took a fat L because of the record, right? We argue against it, and there's points to that. Like, so I'm not gonna say like this is definitely it, but like we're stuck on Dallas and Houston. Those defeats have thrown this whole season away from us. But luckily for us, they won this weekend, and after the Chiefs goal, I was confident. Right, because we didn't get scored on first. Like I was confident. All right, we'll take this. Straight up, like that second time we scored. I was like, oh shit, like we're about to take this. And then right before then, actually no. Let me not forget about how fucking Montreal shut the bed, because that game should have been 1-1 like right before the half.
Hell yeah, we got outplayed in that. They outplayed us.
There was this there was a play where I'm pretty sure it happened in the left hand side. Breakdown down the wing, and the cross comes in, and I don't know how Montreal striker, who was it? Might have been Corner
or something.
Yeah, it might have been Corner. Like my man skied it in front of goal, and that should have been 1-1. I'll take it, right? Because it wasn't. It was still 1-0. G's winning, and then we get the pen. We get the pen, and Joveljic steps up, grabs the ball immediately,
as he should.
You know how when Cheech grabs the ball, we were like, fuck. Right, you're like, oh shit. Not opposite effect. When Daddy picked it up, when Jean picked it up, I was like, oh man, he's gonna score. Like this is him. And then he did.
Does that remind you when I take penalties and I just grab it because I know it's me? Yeah. Hell yeah! I wanted somebody to say it. I'm glad that you thought about it.
I already know. And then if George doesn't have the ball in his hand, I make sure George gets the ball in his hand because no one else is taking that penalty.
I'm Yo.
You haven't seen me take PKs, dog. Let me take PKs.
What do you mean? I sent you that. I sent you that video, baby. I seen it.
I didn't mean that's funny. Either way, up 2-0. Jean has his first goal. Second half. I think second half actually. Never mind. I think second half was what I really started enjoying with the Galaxy even more. I think they had similar effect to the Minnesota game, but the fact that we're winning 2-0, and when they took over, it just, like to me the second half.
Hey,
that was a takeover. Like, Galaxy just dominated.
I want to apologize to Aguirre. I was really hard on him. He's doing very well. I hope he continues this. I hope if he continues this, he's going to be a great player. I'm not going to fully go back on get him off my team because I want everybody off my team. But caps off to you. I'm sorry for what I said.
It's crazy because in that Open Cup game, you guys were like,
no, he was trying to. No.
I don't remember. No comiences. No, I'm
not saying he wasn't.
I just gave you a piece. You want to take the whole side.
You can't be positive, or else you're gonna get cooked.
Yeah, you see that?
Stop being positive. Only I get the pass, though. Only I get the pass, though.
I didn't see it in the Open Cup game, but
you also thought Rolf Felcher was a good defender, so
that's true, though. You know what I mean?
You didn't see that one either, baby.
But that's nice voice, though.
That's interesting, though, right? Because this is also a game where I don't think Efra would play bad. I think Efra had a decent game, right?
It was okay, yeah.
He had a decent game, and it's the same game where he gets subbed out for Daniel Aguirre, and then Aguirre has the immediate impact because the way he splits the defense on that pass to Julian to set up the cross for Revelos's first goal was fucking amazing. I thought it was Efra. I thought it was Efra until I saw the highlights right before the show, and I was like, "Oh fuck, like, you're right."
Aguirre's not out of shape, bro. That's disrespect.
Okay, sure.
Just because
yeah, but again, like that pass to me, that pass to me was clutch, man. Like that opens up the defense. Like that alley pass just kind of sets up Araujo just to run in and send the cross. Reveloso with the finish, and it's nice to see him back in the fucking scoring sheet too, right? Because is that his first one this season?
Yep.
I think it is, right? It's first in the season.
Yep.
So I'm glad to see him back in the fucking score sheet because I know he gave us 6 goals last year, 5 goals last year. All pretty soon when he came in, but still, like I'm glad he got in there. Galaxy, Montreal, they all make changes, but ain't shit changed because at the 80th minute, probably my favorite goal of the season so far. Right? It was a very clinical one touch with a little back heel touch from Sasha at the end just to top it off. Plays it to fucking to Revolution on space and he just gonna finish. I mean, simple, right? It's empowered to go. There you go, 4-0. Complete performance, and I'm talking about complete performance because the Montreal was not no slackers and they put us on the ass a little bit in the first half. It took them out and win 4-0 with a clean sheet at home after like, not being that at home for the last month or so. I'll take that, man. I'll take that 100%. I even asked somebody before at the half if he thought we were keeping clean sheet, and he said, "Nah, no way." And I said, "You might be right."
I didn't think so either. I mean,
I see you might be right,
but I was wrong.
I will say one thing, man. I was like shitting it when Koulibaly came out, man. I was like, oh, please.
Oh yeah,
you're hurting again. Like that's the one thing that I was because I generally think with him and listen, this is a man that has completely changed to me. Out of everyone in the team, he's the one player that to me has changed his image as a player for me. Right, what he represents as a player to the Galaxy community, at least some of us, right, who were super hard on him early on. I think that's the only player. I'm not saying I apologize for shit for last season because that shit was warranted. That was you deserve what you got, right? But the kudos on him for whatever happened last season. He just said, "Hey, his new season, balled out." Because when he's been in a lineup with Williams, with Araujo, and with Raheem Edwards, those four back there, they just look better to me. Like I don't know if they work harder for each other or what it is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the line I'm talking about. I don't know if anyone knows what the record is. Shit, shoot it my way. I'm curious to know how when those four are playing together, how we look, right? Because to me, all four of them together, something different about them when they right there.
Raveloson finished that second goal the way Angel finished his own goals.
Hey, banger.
Angel has bangers, though.
Put some respect on my own goals. I know. Yeah, Rudy knows it. Put some respect on my own goals, bro.
Yo, straight up though, like damn it! I lost my train of thought because of the fucking own goals.
You're talking about Koulibaly. Like I'm saying that I was scared when he was coming up because I feel a different type of confidence with that back line when he's there, right? Shit. And I think to me right now he's the guy, and I'll give credit to him for that because he wasn't that last season. You know, we obviously all expected Williams to be a different player this season because we understand what happened last season, right? I think we've collectively agreed that it was maybe a mental after that, red card kind of things changed for him. He's been solid. I don't think he's been terrible. But him and Koulibaly together and that pairing, that center back, to me, it's been different. It's been a lot different this season.
It works.
It works. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I just love it, and I want to see more of it, and I hope they stay healthy for the rest of the season.
Yeah, that's the shit, man. Because like, I know you say you want to apologize for last season, but I'll apologize for the first couple episodes. So I think our takes was wrong.
Right? No, he was bad the first few seasons.
No. I think we're just being hypocritical based on last season.
Maybe because a lot of it was definitely biased over last season.
We had like clean sheets when he was playing.
Again, but this year though, man, you know what the fucking crazy part about it is that when his first game, I said, oh, at least he has wheels. He can run fast. He has pace on him, right? And then it went away. It was on display against Montreal again. Because there was a couple times where the ball went out wide and Araujo had pushed up, and he got there with stride. Like he was, it didn't take a lot for him to get there. Like he could pick up the pace and get there. And
3 legs to run, baby. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, them guys are galloping. He wasn't even running. He just kind of gallops across the shit, though. But straight up, like, you're right. Like that's my lineup. I want that 4 in the back. You know what I mean? That 4 in the back is it. Yeah. 4-0 at home. Let's take it. Give me this all the fucking time.
You guys have any negatives about this game?
That they won the way they did, and they can't do it every fucking week.
Accurate. That's
maybe I'm nitpicking. Like George, I did not like Raheem Edwards.
Bitch, like George
since he came back from international break. He's been off. Yeah. It just hasn't cost us though.
Now you know what it is though. You know what it is? I don't
What
even think
exactly
it's
has it
fucking.
been off about?
Hmm?
What, where, like, what do you think? Why?
I don't know. His passing, he's been like not been
Yeah,
able
his
to
passes
make
have been off. Yeah.
simple passes, and
Yo,
like I thought I was tripping. Like maybe I'm focusing on him too much, but the Minnesota game and this game, he's looked off, and I don't know if it was like him not getting any minutes for the Canada national team that fucked with his head, or whatever it is. I'm pretty sure this
man,
next game he'll take it off because he'll step up or whatever. But I mean, it's a clean sheet, dog. Like I'm not really tripping. But I mean, it was noticeable this last
Or
two
he
games.
might be leveling out though, because we signed a
that
great
part.
Raheem Edwards. We
He's
Yeah,
been
signed a
that's
great
true.
superb.
Raheem Edwards. So he might just be leveling out. I
Yeah.
mean
And I
that's
mean,
not
yeah,
as bad as it's gonna get, but
no,
we just
I'm not
seen a
saying he's
great
bad.
player, and we were really, 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 really shocked about it. And they're gonna regress. It's not. It's common, but
Yeah.
Hey, the bright side is we know what type of player he can be when he gives us a crazy ass dope ass game,
Yep.
right? And if he can just maintain a level of consistency where he's being consistent with the back three, the other three in the back, where hey maybe
Yeah.
they're not giving up as much if we play different formation, or even if we do, if they can support each other, doesn't need to do it every game. But if he has 1 or 2 games for the remainder of the season, where if the remainder of the season he gives us like a I don't know, let's say 6 out of 10, where it's decent, it's not terrible, it's 7 out of 10, then he gives you like your 9 out of 10 rated game every now and then, every 2, 3 games, like out of every 5 games, he gives us 1 or 2. That's fine. I have no problem with that. You can't ask a lot from a center back. So just do well. Sorry, it's a left and right
Left
back.
back.
Just
Yeah.
just do your job back there. Your priority should be defending, right?
Yeah.
That should be your priority. Don't leak any more goals. If we can do that, I think we'll be fine. And I
Alright.
think he'll be fine, in my
Okay.
opinion.
Nitpicking. I'm telling you, nitpicking.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. And I think George is spot on. I think George is spot on because I think it was just he's been on such a high. I think we got
Yeah.
accustomed to him being right there, right? So when he was not there, it's like, hey, what happened? How come you missed a pass? How dare you miss a pass? You know what I mean? Because he's been. I mean, listen. I think in the beginning of the season, he carried us through a couple of games, like where he did more than we expected, more than I think he expected to get us. To the result. So
Yeah.
even if it is a bad game, like okay, like go ahead. You know what I mean? And we already know he steps up for big games. Speaking of big games, tomorrow. Tomorrow we have
Dun, 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 dun.
what at least in the regular season it should be the final matchup against these Bucks at the Stank. How we feeling? And I asked this because we've been heavily talking about like how these games we step up, how these games are different because we don't count them when we ball out and all that, right? And I think that's pretty general thought and kind of attitude towards these games that most just have. But why is everybody shooketh this week? Like I see so many.
Can I start?
I see,
Can I start?
or at least, yeah. Somebody go for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think because we've dominated this season against this team, we're coming off a great game, and usually these are the type of games that we need to tell ourselves something. We need to, poke that dragon a little bit so we could get that response and kind of get it going. I don't know
But
if
we
they're
talking
going to
about how
do
this
that.
team. Oh, go for it. Sorry.
Huh?
Sorry,
I don't
didn't
know
realize
if this
you're-
team is going to go into this game. The last thing that I want is this team to go into this game confident. And I think just because they've been on and off throughout the season, and we usually catch them going into this game on a low, the Galaxy have been on a low going into this game, sparks them up. With that being said, I'm a Galaxy fan. I'll come on here every week and tell you guys the Galaxy are going to lose against teams that we shouldn't lose to. I'm never going to say we're going to lose to this team. But I just don't want them to overlook this game and kind of go into it with that confidence. Because look what happens. I'm sure the other side feels that same way. They go into that with that swagger. We're on top. We're that number one. It is what it is. And then they get their ass whipped.
somebody else take it. Somebody else take this one.
I have a different opinion, and it's not confidence. Is we have nothing to lose right now. I'm going if I'm
We don't?
I don't not right
I
now.
don't think so.
I'm going in there, and it's not confidence. It's I'm going to play my game. I have no pressure. We've already beaten them twice this season,
Yep.
right? I get
Mhm.
there home. When it was an elimination game, you call it even out for whatever they always say, about the other shit. I have no pressure. If I'm at least me, this is how I see it. I have no pressure going in there. I just go play my game. You know who has the pressure? They do.
Yep.
With everything that's happened in the last couple of weeks with them being in first place, and still that I guess what do we call it? The elephant in the room that's the LA Galaxy for them that they still can't get past. Right? It's a mental thing for them. We've gotten results there. We've won there. We've tied there. If I'm not concerned right now. Like whatever you want to call the result and stuff happening. If I'm listen to me as a fan right now, I'm not shaking for tomorrow. I'm not shooketh for tomorrow. I'm
chilling.
I'm chilling. I am chilling. I'm not concerned about it. I'm not shaking my pants for the game. Like, if anything, I might feel a little bit more confident that we're not gonna have Douglas Costa there fuck up whatever game we're gonna have, right? And listen, that's my opinion, right? And because I genuinely think if there's the one thing that these guys are gonna give us that we have right now, bless you, Rudy. Obviously, listen, I know we've given shit to a lot of these players collectively, right? Whether it's Grand Sir, whether it's Chiki Nugi, whether it's these guys. I think George has mentioned there, or one of you guys mentioned
Top
it
to
right
bottom, dog.
right. Yeah, these guys step up for this game, right? And they understand the one game that they understand is the magnitude of this game, right? What it means to the city, what it means to the MLS, what it means to them, right? What it means to them. Obviously, some of us might still have our ties elsewhere, but these current players, this is what the game that they get up for. I'm not concerned about my team. It's also a rivalry game, so you can talk about who's in first, who's in last. All that shut the window. We have nothing to lose going in there, so I'm not saying I'm confident, but if I'm a player, I'm just gonna go be myself. I'm high intensity. I'm gonna go out there and try to whip your ass in your own house, and see how it goes. At least that's how I take it.
Masa, where do you fall on this?
I feel the same way, like Angel. Exactly the same way. I just feel confident. I feel like we're gonna walk in there and take a dub. I do not feel like they can beat us, and it's crazy to say, and 100% agree with George. We've always been the team coming in with something to prove, because obviously we've had
Yes.
like we've been bad. This time it's the opposite, right? They lost, we won by a big margin, but I feel like all pressure's on them, because if we lose tomorrow, fuck it, we lost tomorrow. We lost the first place. Okay, but we beat you twice this season already. We knocked you out of Open Cup. You still can't win at
Both games were convincingly too. Like
Yep.
the 2 games we beat them, they were
I
convincing.
don't think they've beaten the Galaxy since 2020.
2020. Yep.
Playoff.
Bro, it's a mental thing, and the fact that we're gonna walk in there tomorrow, we have nothing to lose, and I know that our players are gonna get up for it because they do. That's just a plus,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm chilling. I'm chilling tonight. I feel confident. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to add to that.
To me, like everything you guys said, and also the soccer of it, the game of it, right? I could bet any amount of money that LAFC is gonna come out and try to win this game. They're gonna try to attack and score goals. That's ammo for us, right? As long as we keep it strong, keep shape, withhold that, and then we hit them right back, like we're gonna score goals too. Like that, I'm confident that this game's gonna have goals. Right? It's either gonna be a 0-0 draw or it's gonna have goals. Right? Because if this team tries to attack us, I'm mad confident in this team that they can play a team that comes out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We can see them. Like I don't care who's in there.
Defensively, you just can't just focus on Chicha anymore, right? We have 2 players now that are fucking hot.
Yep. And it's a supporting cast.
Maybe not as of late, but he scored his last game, so that boosts his confidence going
And
into
a
this
supporting
game.
cast.
Yep.
And a better supporting cast, right? Because listen, for as much shit as I've given Granzier and I've given Cabral this year, I have seen improvements over last year, right? Like I like these players better than I did last year. They're not convinced, but I like them better than I did last year. I definitely like our midfield better than I did last year, right? I think Mark and Lawson, I like them. Period. I think they give stability. I like our defense a whole lot better than it did, the years prior to this. Our defense is solid, right? And I've been saying it. I know we're going to talk about like how we're leaking goals. But we
haven't.
I think it's a better defense, right? I think it's a better defense. So like I'm confident with the team because of the opponent, right? And not necessarily because of the rival, because I think they're going to come out and play us. And every time they do that, anytime we played that, it's been a good showing for the Galaxy. Am I banking on the win? Yeah, but that's because I'm a G fan. But I'm banking on this being a competitive game. Like the G's are in this. They're as good a shot to win this game as Lanes are.
I think it's an opportunity for this squad, right? After the last game they had against Montreal, if they can go out there and do this tomorrow, right, and have maybe even if it's not that convincing win, but if they get the win, it might change the narrative for a lot of these players, right? Because you just beat one of the best teams in the East. You beat LAFC 3 times this season. As a player individually, it might change. Also, I'm not talking about for us, but narrative for themselves moving forward. Like, hey, you know what? I am good enough. And if that translates, then we'll start saying, you know what? Never mind. We do have a good roster. They just needed something to click. Now they're clicking. We do have the right players. You know what? Now our two wingers are actually working out. They're putting the bobs that Rudy's been asking for. You know, the crosses that George has been asking for from, you know, either guy on each side, right? All that shit. Chicha now is finishing all his chances, or at least a lot more of the chances that I feel he should be putting away, right? We already know what Jovic is doing. Maybe Mark and Revoson do become those guys that you guys were just talking about earlier. And maybe the narrative moving forward makes a lot of us feel more comfortable where these guys are, right? So I think it's a great opportunity for them, for sure.
Yeah.
Or now moving forward, I can be like, you know what? I know what our team can be. I hope it becomes an actual catalyst for them to be that for the remainder of the season where I can feel like, you know what? I don't think I have a shitty roster. I think I do have a good roster. They just needed a bump, or I don't know. They needed extra azoquita. I don't know, right? Just
and I think because of everything you just said right now, I do believe they have something to lose. Because I think you lose this, and then you're really believing that you're this team who gets results, but also could just fall back the next game, right? Like it's that thing of you're making this true, like the assessment of you're just maybe a mid-table team is true because you can't be consistent. Yo, they get through Montreal and they get through LAFC in the same week. That changes. I think they do have some clues, and not only like what it means mentally, what it means for their ego and all that. Like, look at the fucking stands. Look at the standings right now. Like, we're in this, right? Like, we're 2 points away from Salt Lake at 29, sitting in third place, and we're 7 points away from Austin at second, 9 points away from Levas in first. It works going down to it. Like, so I'm not saying we're in the clear, but I'm saying it dub like puts you up there, puts you up at 30 points on Friday. So you start the weekend off in third place, and you're putting pressure on Austin, and you're putting pressure on Levas because now you're 6 points away. Yes, I think we do have a lot to win. So I they should be feeling pressure, right? They've been talking big game and then not coming up with it. Like, this is a chance for them to talk that big game and actually come through. We'll see. Let's get ready to wrap this up. Let's go with some predictions. Who wants to hop on this first? Who has thoughts?
I'll go.
Where we going?
We're doing predictions and scores or just predictions?
Predictions and scores. Come on.
2-2. I have Raheem Edwards and Chicharito.
Oh.
Deuce.
Who else? Come on.
I'll go. I got 2-1 Galaxy dub. I got Chicharito's gonna score and Cabral's gonna get one.
Ooh,
I'll take
let's
that.
go.
I would be very happy with that.
Angel, where I go first if you need some more time.
Go ahead.
It's gonna be 4-1. It's gonna be 4-1 with Leva scoring first, and then
4-1.
Yeah, G's win.
Okay.
Leva scoring first. Chicha's gonna answer right back. John's gonna answer right after him. We're gonna have a Raheem banger, and let's go with Mark. Mark is gonna get one from outside the box, showcasing the cat step up a little bit. We go 4-1. Big dub.
All right, well, taking dubs. All right, fuck it. I'll hit it.
Nah.
Get in there.
George got draw.
George
Got draw. Come on,
fuck it. All right, fine. I'll say 3-1 Galaxy. There you go. Yeah, 3-1 Galaxy. Fuck it. Dayon hat trick, bro. Dayon hat trick.
Oh, dog. He has two of them already.
He has two.
Did he have one or two? Yeah, one at the house, right?
He has two over there.
Two.
He has one.
I'm
one
down.
Open cup.
Dayon hat trick, baby. Yep.
I'm down because that's when I fell in love with him. That's when I thought he was cute as fuck, though. When he did that shit at the stadium.
When he sat.
Remember that?
When he sat down?
Yeah. Yep. I was like, after that,
And
I thought he was cute as fuck.
And then Koulibaly's gonna go fuck up Chiellini and go at it, bang, bang, bang. He's gonna fuck him up, and we're gonna win there too, baby.
Cabal's gonna knock out
All right.
Chiellini.
All right, boys. Let's get ready to wrap up. Do we have any questions? Discord,
Oh shit!
IG, Twitter.
Yeah, we did. Fuck.
Yes,
my bad.
we do.
Yes, we do.
All right, let's start up with let's go up here. All right, Glenn. Not much of a question, but how big of a deal is this? The Galaxy are 6-0 across all competitions against the top 6 teams in the Supporters Shield race. With the season opening win over NYCFC on February 27th, victories over Austin on May. Basically, we're 6-0 against top teams in the Supporters Shields race. How do we feel about it, boys?
Just get in playoffs. That's how I feel. Get into playoffs. Yep, just get in playoffs.
I agree.
At this point, I don't care what position you're in. Just get in playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Alex the Great wants to know
Fourth place, baby. Fourth place.
what are the positive and negatives of Gaston? We talked about that. I see a lot of negative things, and the dude hasn't set foot in LA. We talked about you too. Also, what time is your pod tonight? If you're watching, it's right now. If you're not, it's at 9 on Thursdays. 321 Joel 123 wants to know. I'm trying to bet a homie on this game, but we ain't trying to do a money bet. Any suggestions on a good wager? Shit, we bet tattoos over here. So,
what you feel about Kool-Aid? How you feel about Kool-Aid?
P.S. I ain't wearing no garbage or anything to do with that.
If you're really about it, your hair.
Or you can be really about it. A good ass dinner and just run up the tab.
Fuck.
Oof. But
cheaper. Y'all might still be friends if you cut your hair.
Yeah.
My would be is whoever the loser is has to drive to the other stadium. All the way down to Carson. He's gonna have to drive all the way 3 hours down to Carson, and run a mile per goal scored.
Shit,
that's tough.
Yeah.
All right.
So Galaxy scoring 3, so your boy's got to run 3 miles around the stadium.
No, 321 Joel 123. I don't think he'll be able to do it because he has an Alessandrini profile picture, so he might get injured before he does anything.
No, but he's not the one going to do it. It's his boy that's going to do it.
Because we're going to win 4-1. You're right, Angel. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. All right, so you do 4 miles. There you go. Yeah.
Danger TRO wants to know, Granzier, why can't he get a shot on frame? Angel, this question's for you. Is he really good enough for the winger position? Angel, you answer this question.
You know what? Y'all knocked fucking Pavon for falling all the time on his shots.
But he would be on target, though.
Yeah.
Hey, straight up though, I'm gonna back up Granzier in this though. I'm gonna back Granzier up in this because I don't think that was as clear as people want to make it seem like. And I think what he's trying to do is bring it back to the first poll.
Oh, yeah, that is.
With a wide open left shot.
I don't think it's wide open.
No, the shot that he has, he tries to sneak it past.
Yeah, I think you're talking about when he always keeps cutting in, right?
That's a wide open shot.
No, this past game he had a shot, and it's not as open as it seems, and he tries to sneak it first. Because
he has goal. He has the left, right? He has 2 defenders. No. But what he's trying to do is again, he shoots to the left. There's people in front of him.
Yeah, he's trying to go to first post. Yeah, because everyone's he's
but he lets everyone adjust to him by cutting back.
Nah, man, there's people in front of him like from the jump. Like I don't. Like again,
I know. You know what?
I think he's right.
If he makes that, everyone's like, "Oh, genius going in that first low post." No one's going. Yeah, if he makes it, genius. If he doesn't,
I think that first post shot is always the move.
But the first touch shot is the move. You see the ball bouncing, hit it with your left. One, you make it your genius. 2,
bro, he cut. Yeah, I don't think we were talking about the same shit, bro.
Okay, it was a right shot. I'm talking about when the ball's bouncing, and he looks at it. Instead of taking the first time shot to the first post, there's no goalie, maybe one defender in front of him to the side. He decides to cut the ball again.
Bro, look at the highlight. Or maybe
I looked at it
because the one I saw, like, because I thought the same thing at the stadium. I thought like, oh, come on, right? But then when I saw the highlight, when I saw the highlight, like I was like, oh shit, like okay, there's the defender, goalie, and another. But there's 3 people in front of him.
No, the goalie was on the other side. Goalie got beat already. Goalie was the one that tipped the ball over.
Oh yeah, we're talking about different one. No, we're talking about different. We're talking about different because he goes back first goal and goes
right
out.
in front of ACB.
Oh yeah. No, the other one happened on the other side. You're right. We're talking about different goal.
No, the one that we're talking about happened on ACB side.
Yeah, that's the one that pissed me off.
Oh, it does.
He didn't take a first time shot with your left. The defender's facing you on your right hand side. So if you hit it with your left, he's not in front of the ball. Goalie's on the other side. He decides to control the ball and cut back in and shoot.
I don't think I'm talking about. I remember that one. Because the one I was talking about, like he goes to the first one and it goes out wide. Right?
Yeah,
like
low left.
Keepers didn't get it. So we're talking about two different ones, and I don't
So
recall the one.
goalkeeper's right, but if you're the attacker, is your low left post.
Long story short, he needs to do better.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna. I agree. You gotta be better.
That part.
All
Yep,
right.
he should have some goals by
Second
now.
question. LA Galaxy was in 8th place on Sunday and 4th place on Monday. How's Rudy feeling about that tattoo?
Telling you, man. I made a bet. I think the Galaxy gonna finish top 4. I believe that shit too. Like I'm permanent. It's permanent. I get Kool-Aid man if they don't, but I believe they will. Like
oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's me, though.
That's enough questions on my end.
All right, we got a few on Instagram. All right.
Yeah.
_ Emmanuel H. Will there be any viewing parties? That's what I asked you guys before. Do you guys know there's gonna be anything? I know in the past we haven't done anything really because the LA Galaxy usually hosts a big party, a big viewing party at the stadium. But the front office is trash right now, and everyone in the front office is hot garbage. Maybe not everyone, but the people that are responsible for viewing parties, for away support, for anything that has to do with supporter relations. Yeah, anything that has to do with fan engagement, to have your fans engaged, sucks donkey shit and should get fired immediately. And maybe a lot of people on top of them too, and they should not be working for LA Galaxy because they clearly don't have the fans in the best interest. I don't know what their best interest is because this season has been probably the worst for away support ever, or at least since we've been pushing a big agenda over the last 6 years.
Upside down,
garbage, trash. So basically, your team has failed you. _ Emmanuel H. And you can't really push it on supporters in this type of game. It should be really more your front office in this. Osman Peña 121. Yeah. He says
right before you go, right before going, just make sure you check out the SG socials. If there is anything last minute, that's where you'll find information for that. And that's what Angel said.
Yep. Same names? Same names, Angel? What? Same names, Angel? What? I don't know what same names, Angel means. All right. Anyways, Osman Peña 121. Costa really got a red card to take his girl out for his anniversary, huh? Pimp move.
Say it like if I was reading it.
All right. Osman Peña 121. Costa really got that red card, huh, fool? To take his bitch out for the anniversary, huh? Pimp ass move, fool. There you go.
Did
I hit it or did I not hit it?
You hit it. I think you're spot on. Osman hit us with the voice message and we'll play here next.
Yeah, hit it with the voice message. That's right, baby.
Only Osman. Only Osman.
Only Osman.
Yeah. All right.
What's
that? Yeah, fuck with the Costa, bro. YRN.boat. Same lineup with Cabral instead of Efra with the side highs for this weekend.
Yep.
Absolutely not.
Because we didn't talk about lineup.
That's
We're
about
going 4-4-2. We're going 4-4-2 against Leva?
No, we're not. I'm sorry. I'm
No, we're not.
mistaken.
I
No,
don't think so.
4-4-2.
Oh, I got you, Eddie. What Eddie asked, who's letting the fans down? Oh, is that Myrna girl? She sucks. She's trash. She's hot garbage. So have you guys ever seen her telling me she kills supporter culture in the stadium? There you go. You're welcome.
In like less than 5 months.
It's been like 4 months, and she not even like it's like game 1. She started fucking everything up. Oh my god, that's insane, bro. That's how do you fuck it up? 5 years worth of work in game 1. I don't understand how. That's baffling, bro. Wow. All right. Anyways,
here we go.
Eddie Mags. I love George. That's right. I do too. I love George too.
What's up, Eddie?
R4MMY _ Bummyloke 3. It's Rami. Oh. He said it's Rami Bummyloke 3. LOL. So he told me. All right. Do you think this team will keep up the aggressive play style? Masa, that's a question for you.
Who knows, bro?
Brugman. Telling you.
There you go, man. That's your answer. I mean, listen. Quite frankly, this
for audio listeners, hold on. For audio listeners, my message is the shrug meme or the shrug emoji.
Yeah. The Elmo shrug, dog. Like,
yeah. Elmo doesn't know.
No, we're gonna get copyright banned right now. I'm gonna get copyright strike because of this shit.
Oh shit. Jerms _
Oh, let's finish this up. Come on. Right, we're losing it.
All right. Jerms _ 90. Why does Cabral and George throw a punch the same way? Hey, I don't listen. I'm gonna back up George here. I think Germs should be addressing that at Rudy. I still have the footage. I still got the videos of Rudy's punches. So
yeah,
back me up.
What about my punch?
Huh?
What about my punch? Talk about it.
Oh,
is that Rudy's punch?
Your soft ass
Huh?
punch? You remember Houston?
Talk about it. Yeah, talk about it. Talk about it. Remember that shit. I want you to remember it. Now you brought it up. I want you to remember it.
Yeah, I remember that you were hyping yourself up like this.
Nope. That wasn't me, bitch. 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 I'm not gonna put him on a spot, but it wasn't me because me and you were 10 points apart. So it wasn't me, bitch.
Who was it?
I know what you're talking about. I'm not. Hell no. I'm not gonna put him on the spot. Never do that.
Oh, was it Be Nasty?
I'm not saying nobody's name. I'm saying that it wasn't me, bitch. Get your shit right.
You're right, though, because I still had a video in the video. We're like, oh, okay, but not.
Yeah, it wasn't me, bitch.
Like,
yeah. Get your shit right.
Damn. Hey, you gotta have to let me know who it is. Cause we gotta,
I'll let you know. I just won't say it. I won't say it.
Oh, it's not here. Okay, all right.
Hey, fuck you, James.
Junior SCIG. I heard Stafford is available to play Cam Cup up top with Jovic and Chicharito.
Wait, say that one more time.
Basically, you're saying that Matthew Stafford should be playing Cam. Football player?
Yeah. Give me Aaron Donald as last man.
Oh, could you imagine? Imagínate. Damn. That's crazy. Can you imagine players like that switching to soccer?
I'll take Darren Waller as goalkeeper.
Damn, bro.
Let's go. No. It's about to be 11. Let's go, man. Let's go.
All right. And then he also follows up with saying, "I'm not worried about this game, like I usually am, but would like more than anything to shut them up." All right, cool. And the Galaxy Outsider, he said, "What are we mad about today?" Question mark with the side eyes. Are we mad about it today?
No. 2 hours of it. Go back and listen.
All right, yeah.
Go back and listen to this spot again.
And Lucio Carola asks, first away game. Any tips?
Oh, this is your away game?
This is your first away game. So first of all, this is a standalone away game. Apart from it, this is not. I wouldn't really call this an away game.
No. It is. Listen, it is, but it's not traveling. It's your away game, but it's not traveling.
Okay, bro, of course. Okay, there you go. There you go. That's the best way. It's different. Yeah, go ahead, Rudy.
It is an away game. Listen, tips. I'll start with this one. The most important one: stick to your homies, and your homies stick to the bigger group. Just stick to the group. Stick to, especially you're running with the buses. You just stick to the group. Don't try anything stupid. Just have a good time. Like listen, it's gonna be a shit ton of water because it's gonna be hot. And we're gonna be in the stadium from way early.
You're gonna be in the stadium for like 4 hours before, but 3 hours.
But the biggest, the biggest thing you want to do is just stick to your homies. Everybody sticks in the big group, and y'all have a good time. But you need air in your stripes and travel. You gotta get that. You gotta get in the air in the air one time so you can travel with us. But biggest tip from my end is stick with your homies. Stick with the big group. What do you guys have?
Oof. We're talking about away or Levas?
Levas away. That's the first.
That's just tough.
Yeah, stay hydrated. You're under the sun. They do it purposely, rightfully so. Everyone gets it. Stick with your homies.
Go to the bathroom in bunches.
Bathroom in bunches.
Listen, one thing I'm gonna say is the moment that gate opens up, it starts getting chaotic. So the moment that the security opens up the gate that's dividing the Galaxy supporters from the rest of the stadium, 2 hours. I think they open it 45 minutes before the game or like an hour before the game. It just starts getting chaotic because you have a lot of LAFC people just start walking through and it just becomes a fucking mess. You don't know who's walking through, who's walking by. If you're in a supporter group, I would recommend you didn't even take any of your shit. Straight up.
Listen,
my opinion, because that shit is wild.
Leave every ACB, anything away.
Because if there's one thing that's happened in the past is that security is not going to be on your side regardless of what happens or who starts what or whatever. Guess what? Somehow it's always going to be your fault, right? So I would. That's my suggestions. Yeah,
like straight up, like forget your fanny pack, forget like all the shit you don't need. Like just travel light. You know what I mean? Like your ID, like your debit card if you need that. You don't got Apple Pay.
Your hands, baby.
But again, man, chances are you won't be in a situation you need to pop off. Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, stick to the bigger group. Nobody fucking with nobody when they're in a big ass group. So if you try to stay away from all that drama, stick with the bigger group. Stick with your friends. Have a good time. Go out there, just try and have a good time.
Yeah.
If you want to find some bullshit, people can find bullshit. Yeah, people can find bullshit.
Yeah, but you don't want to be there. You don't want to be there and kind of forget and be like, damn, what happened last night? That's not the game to do that.
Nah. Yeah, don't turn up. Turn up, but don't black out. This is not the game to black out.
Yeah, this is not the game.
Not the game to black out. Like,
I recommend like maybe one beer, bro. Like every time I go, I legit have one beer and I babysit the shit the whole time.
Oh, and get a hot dog after you're done. Those
Just
hot
in
dogs
case.
smack before you hit on
Just in
the
case some
before you
Yeah,
get
shit
on
forget
goes
on
the
the
down.
on the
bus.
bus.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, but straight up,
Yeah,
man.
Maddie said no
Again,
foam
Oh yeah,
coolers.
no foam coolers. Don't take any foam coolers.
rip. But straight up, like
See that foam
I
cooler.
think the biggest tip too is also like go out with the intention of having fun and seeing the G's win.
Yeah,
Like, and I mean,
that's it.
like straight up, like it. Don't worry, the tension and the stress and the drama that's gonna be there for you. So don't have to don't go with the mindset like it'll hit you in the face when you get there. But go
Yep.
with the mindset of trying to have fun and kick with your homies and cheer the boys on. This should be a pod in zone. You're probably right. We should link up with everybody and just have that pod talk about away days again because that's always fun.
This is fun. Yeah.
But is it, we got any more questions? Or we're wrapping up? What are we doing?
That's it. We wrapped up. That's it. That was the last question.
Dope. Again, for everybody rolling, the tip you just said, get to the buses early so your ass don't get left behind and then crying. And with that being said, it's another episode of Straight from the Stamps. I'm Boy Rudy, and I'm Smarts on Twitch. I'm Smarts on Twitter. I'm Smarts on the gram.
Yeah, everything that George said exactly. Fuck yeah.
Peace, love, and G's up, baby.
Peace, y'all. Have a blessed night.